folks. Welcome to Mosaic Team 5. I'm Joe, the Dungeon Master or Game Master for this evening and most evenings, and joining me are my friends Olive, Dan, Kara, and Ari. We are missing Matt, who is at a wedding or on his way to a wedding, but we have the five of us here tonight. So we're going to get into some Starfinder in just a moment, but before we do, a couple of announcements really quick. First of all, we do have both bits and channel points that you can use to support Mosaic Team 5 and us. Bits are Twitch's sort of microcurrency that is real money, and it's very helpful to us to improve this experience. So bits will directly impact the game as you donate them. There is a list on the bottom of this channel as to what you can get for what amount. It really ranges the gamut from being able to resupply fuel and ammunition to buying the cast real-life pizza. All of those things available through bits. Channel points are a little bit different. You accumulate those for free as you watch, and you can see both Ari and Nort have both redeemed those already. Those you can redeem in order to do a variety of things. What you can see Ari and Nort doing at the moment are donating to the Junk Falls Will Always Be Junk Rewards. These are two different hashtags, or two different events, I guess. One of which is a hashtag sort of guerrilla warfare movement that it would seem Chips and Chrome are involved with, and the other is a more peaceful humanitarian aid-oriented mission. That is coming from Nazma, your PR officer, essentially. But both of those, by donating certain amounts of channel points, you can influence how the story will play out, especially the next phase, and actually we might be seeing some of that tonight, but the next phase of the Junk Falls Will Always Be Junk saga. So that is bits and channel points. We also have a website, AlberonRPG.com. You can see a number of different character bios, player things. There is information about both Mosaic Team 5 and Adventures in Alberon, our original 5th edition D&D campaign, which we'll be playing tomorrow. We won't be playing tomorrow, but I'll get to that in just a moment. We normally play Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on Twitch. There is also logos for all the different companies that we have up here. And going live this Saturday, you'll be seeing the new logo for Jacinto, the new logo for TJ's Bounty Board, one of these very popular shows, and then the logo for Rentropy.
Boo!
Boo, that non-profit recycling company.
How dare they?
What a bunch of dickwads. So
we hate recycling.
Yeah, hate it. All of those are going to be live on the website on Saturday. Tomorrow, instead of having our regular scheduled D&D campaign, we will be going through a horror-themed one-shot run by our very own Kara.
Hey!
So I'm going to be there, Ari's going to be there, Dan's going to be there, Olive is not going to be there, but we will be joined... I love that sound. We will be joined by Alana and probably Tina. And that is going to be... do you have a blurb you want to say about it? Or, sorry, you're in the middle of eating something.
Cookies. Great.
Cookies.
Yeah, I hope you'll join us tomorrow for a little bit of summer chill. We're going to experience chills and thrills in the misty mountains in the north of Dominion.
There you go.
Ooh.
So in Northern Dominion, where we've seen things like the Cold Forge and actually a large part of the middle of our saga, we'll be returning and seeing a new section. So that is tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then finally, last announcement for this week, we have Sirenscape, our digital tool set that we use to play sound effects and music. Anything that is not made by us is generally made by Sirenscape. Things like this smooth jazz, which I can just blast out here for a second, and more. You can use this to add sound effects and music into your games, into your life. That is Sirenscape, digital tool set. So, with that, I can get into our recap.
Where's the fun music?
The fun music?
Yeah.
Which fun music?
Our theme song. Our theme song. You just want me to sing it.
I feel like that's just as good.
There you go.
Ah, there it is.
I have to play it extra loud now just to make sure everybody can actually hear what it really sounds like. One day, I want to go back. I'm going to take that. I'm going to splice it, and then when we play our intro, it will just be that.
I'm music deaf for sure, though.
Alrighty. So, Mosaic Team 5. Last we played, you made your way down through the personnel deck of the Tagatosh Oshai, the Vesk warship all of you had managed to infiltrate your way through. After fighting with a number of Vesk who had lain in ambush for all of you, you debated for some time about a plan to finally pursue Harlax the Gorefiend, your bounty, this Vesk war criminal that you have been after for some time. Gibbs, you introduced the idea of perhaps using what is called the mole technique, which required that you burrow through the entirety of the ship, emerge on the exterior, fly up to the top, and then attack from the exterior of the ship. It was certainly a possibility, but ultimately you all decided to take the more direct route. Opening the doorway to the shuttle bay where Harlax waited, you faced off with this individual, but ended up walking into a trap of sorts. Harlax had set this stage, and as you began to engage in combat, several of you attempting to steal his personal craft, he set off a bomb, dealing a massive amount of damage. With your forces split by this explosion, Gibbs, he took this opportunity to fight you almost alone on the edge of the ruins of this ship. Below, through the corroded elements of this deck, you could see the forest floor, maybe 100 feet. And as you waged battle, Echo, you finally managed to take the ship, and with some help from Shade, decided that you would nudge Harlax and Harlax alone off the edge. Poor rolling ensued. Especially by Gibbs, who rolled a natural 1 on the reflex save and was pushed with Harlax over the edge. Gibbs, you and Harlax fell, quickly pursued by Shade, who immediately abandoned the ship, leaving it in your hands, Echo. Bubs, you, as you looked down, seeing everybody plummet, used your newfound jump pack to fly down, and Spice, being the only one left, and having everybody out of range of your abilities, you jumped off as well, making a bad situation.
You jump if your friends jumped.
Even worse. So all of you at various altitudes and various speeds, plummeting, falling, or flying, made your way towards the forest floor. You managed through a variety of techniques involving a gravity pistol, hitting people with a spaceship, managing to grab people and make some fairly successful saves on the way down, managed to survive. Bubs, you rescued Spice, and Superman Lois laned her back up to the deck, and the rest of you managed to find your way to the jungle floor. With Harlax still alive, Gibbs, things for you especially look pretty grim. You were hurt, and with this individual towering over you, it seemed like there was little hope. But Echo, in a very extreme miscalculation, failed successfully.
And made everything worse.
Echo, you set off the self-destruct sequence on the starship and then flew it directly at Gibbs and Harlax, abandoning ship at the midway point. This ship hurtled towards all of you. Gibbs, you were able to survive this explosion, managing to save at the very last moment.
By the skin of my teeth.
Very close. It was just it was very, very close.
It's like 2 HP or something, yeah.
But Harlax, unfortunately for me, struck by an actual ship that was exploding, unable to survive the very end of that combat. And you all managed to defeat Harlax the Gorefiend, impaling him with an entire spaceship. It was not how I saw that battle going in my head.
Yeah, once everybody went over the edge, I was like, all right.
TPK or bust.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
Yeah. Anyhow, all of you managing to survive made your way down to the forest floor, or had made your way down to the forest floor. You encouraged Rose Lashwind to join you there. You made your way back up to the karst, and that is where we are beginning this evening. Just give me just one moment here. All right. So, super moody. Look at that. All of you now stand in the shadow of the Tagatasha Shai, this ruined Vesk battle cruiser, overgrown on the exterior, almost invisible from the top. It's about noon, maybe closer to about 2 p.m. as you begin to climb your way back up. This is a fairly long climb. You have to climb your way up and around the ship and back up to the level of jungle that you were at before, the Tyrant's jungle. So, as you are walking, Rose and Shade are leading. What are you all doing on your way back?
So Shade was gonna go get the ship, and we were all gonna wait in the thing.
Gotcha. Okay, no worries.
Spice is having a breakdown still, and Gibbs feels guilty because it was because of her suggestions.
Well,
from her perspective.
Echo is very quiet.
Oh, Spice, I hate to see you like this. I'm sorry.
she's just like panting, and she's like trying to come back from like these memories that have caused her like physical, like the stress of it has these strong physical, like you see her shaking, she's like crying a little bit, and she's like starting to come back from it, and you see like as she's coming back, the only thing that she resolves, you just see anger. There's like anger when she comes to.
I'm like still kneeling down by Spice. Are you gonna be okay? I know sometimes, for me at least, when I have bad memories, well, I always have kind of bad memories, but there's a trick I can do, and maybe I could show you.
Not now. I want to get this message out. Let's go.
You got it. Echo, you mind? There's a terminal nearby, I'm sure. Can you...
Of course.
Wiggle.
She
I
like
can indeed wiggle. And Echo goes over to the nearby terminal and takes off the pinky cable and the forefinger cable.
You plug into this ship, and accessing a terminal that is attached to a network you've already heavily and deeply infiltrated, there is no countermeasures to this. So you see the ship sort of laid out in front of you. You can see the nodes to access the communication system. You can see the various elements that within your mind feel almost like there's almost a tactile feeling to it in your mind. Like when you drift across it, you can feel something snag. And there, you know, you can manipulate to send out messages. What is it that you're looking to do connected to this ship?
Looking to send out a communication as relayed to Echo by either Gibbs or Space. So Echo kind of looks up. All right, whenever you are ready, we can relay the message.
Something about Muvashki dying a warrior, and Harlax is dead, and there's no more war to fight, and they need to go home.
okay.
Can you say that in Vesk?
Yeah, Spice like grips the table, and she starts speaking in Vesk. You know, something along those lines.
What is your intent with this? What are you hoping to accomplish?
To show that Harlax's side of this civil war has taken a hit.
Okay.
Or is that, you know, to say that the other side that Muvashi was on is like has a step up now.
Okay. So make a diplomacy check.
You got it. Well. Hopefully it loads.
Ooh.
Let me just put this little
Well,
combat camera up there. People can
this
see
won't
us.
fit in my
into that.
low dice scale. I mean, you know, with that dice, it's like a 50-50.
Gotta get a big-
One of the
Jail.
nice things, with all dice, it's roughly the same probability. But I do like that your big dice means that on the combat camera, they can probably see the number.
It's a 13.
A 13.
That's not
That's
bad.
pretty good.
Yeah.
There are worse numbers.
Yes. Like a 1? I don't know, not that many.
Literally one. So you compose this message. Echo. You begin to write this out. Every now and then, Gibbs chips in with something that might be kind of helpful. And then Spice, who is angry, just kind of like
Sweating
just
and
really
gripping the table.
not always making the most sense. Some of the words that come out are just, "Ugh," and you're like, I don't really know how to spell that. So this message loses some of its edge.
There's
And-
definitely like that voice to text like errors going on where
Yes.
words are not lining up correctly as Echo like translates into text what Spice is saying.
Absolutely. And so ultimately, as you look at your end result, certainly you get the message across. Is this going to be some triumphant article that goes out and changes the world? Probably not. But it's out there.
I feel great about this.
That is the end of the transmission. Shall I set it to loop?
Set it to loop.
At least Muvashi's people will know that she died a hero.
And Echo sets the message to loop on this bandwidth.
All right. So as you all walk back into the direction of where Shade is supposed to pick you up, you can hear that, and then just Echo's voice, very kind of like monotone isn't the right word because it's certainly not, but very robotic. And then it just loops. You kind of walk away, hearing this fade in the background. But you make your way back to the bay. Is there anything that you all want to do before Shade comes to pick you up?
Hey, I'm proud of you. I'm sure that wasn't easy. Thank you for assisting. And
Spice like throws her head back and she takes a huge deep breath as she like comes down from it a little bit. She's like, Besk.
if you ever want to talk about it, let me know.
She just like shakes her head violently and walks away.
Then I go and I collect all the ammunition boxes or whatever.
Okay.
And I also try to... Muvashki did not die fighting, really. She died from, like, accidental death. So I'm gonna try and, like, throw her body down the cavern. Here we go.
don't need her.
We don't need her.
No, we don't. Why do we
Echo
the
watches
body?
Gibbs like start to drag
Oh,
Mubashi
yeah, everybody
towards
stops
the
her.
chasm and is like, perhaps we just leave her positioned with a weapon, and that will project a different image of what actually happened.
Ah, good idea.
Gibbs is like holding up Muvashi, like arm over the shoulder, dragging. And Gibbs is like, oh yeah, just drops the body on the ground. Great idea. Let's be
While we're
respectful.
all over Muvashi's body, I want to loot it to look for the thing that she stole from those 6 people that we fought.
Okay.
I believe there's like some comm network or something.
Yeah, sure. Make a perception check.
Good memory.
And I would like to pick up my needler rifle I gave her.
Okay, that's part of this perception check. So as you get over this body, without even a roll, she's charred. You see the sort of jumpsuit coveralls that she was wearing with those little contact points to attach armor. You still see every now and then glints of metal, but most of it blackened. And the suit itself is like adhered and melted into the actual scales. And at places it drips away. You can see bone coming through. So it'll be difficult. You're going to be literally prying it, not just out of cold dead hands, but also ribs and maybe some skin.
Melted, cold, dead hands.
Yeah.
Would I be able to use my feet for this?
Given your aversion to things of this nature, no.
Okay.
Yeah, this is certainly a roll.
I have a question about this.
Ooh,
Is this...
a 1.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm gonna. In that case, she had like a device where she could open doors, like that Vesk only device, and that was what I was hoping to pick up.
Sure.
But I assume it's with a 1, it's over.
You take a look at this corpse, and Bubs, as you get close to it, you can't help but look at it every... Whoop, virus update.
It's because Aiko just plugged in.
Yeah. There you go.
She didn't use protection last time.
So...
The Attackatos was not the place to not be using protection.
I like to live dangerously.
Clearly.
So, that just completely threw me off. What were we talking about?
Perception
Bubs
check.
can't get
rolled
the
out, yeah.
thing.
So as you get close to this thing, you can't help but realize every square inch of this Vesk is covered in dirt, essentially. What is ash if not dirt? And beyond that, as you get closer, you even just getting close and shifting the metal of the deck, it crumbles a little bit. It's hard to even look at. And so for you, you're not going to go rooting through this thing.
Guys, I think there's probably nothing good in there anyways. I think we're probably all set on Muvashi's corpse.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just put it back where I found it. I'll put it back where I found it.
There's like a trail of crumbling, blackened skin. But yeah,
I pick
it's
up-
very clear that somebody dragged it back. It's like somebody used charcoal to just like...
Do a little loop.
Yeah.
Does she have any scales that have fallen off?
Yeah, there's like some charred little scales.
Spice is gonna pick one up and put it in her pocket.
Okay. No worries. You can add that to your inventory.
I'm tired. I'm hurt. I'm kind of hungry. You don't have any snacks?
We all have snacks because of you, don't we?
Yeah, but I don't have any of my own snacks.
Oh.
I believe I have some snacks that I can.
No, it's okay. I'm
Sorry.
just complaining. I'm just waiting for Shade. He's taking so long.
At about this point, you do all get this kind of message on your comms, and all it reads is incoming. And sure enough, you can hear first you, Gibbs, looking up and seeing kind of through the green canopy on the exterior of the hangar, the shadow cross over the noon sun. And then, parting through these vines, you see your ship just kind of drifting through. Through the viewpoint up in front, you can actually see Shade, Rose Lashwin sitting in the cockpit right next to him, and then Squeaky up on Rose's lap, just kind of looking out, goggles down, in flight mode. But no problem. He lands in the space cleared for all of you by destroying the ship that was also meant for you. So,
Reload the ship.
Sorry.
As we're loading the ship, I would like to just quickly go into the cargo bay and retrieve that drone that can spray paint the ship.
okay, sure.
And I probably have taken some like Polaroid pictures of Squeaky, and I would like to do like one of those old people where I take a picture of my comm, to take a picture of the Polaroid camera,
Amazing.
and then I'm gonna program that into the drone so we can have like a Squeaky on the side of the ship.
So almost like when you look at old World War II
Exactly.
plans, like the nose cone art, but you want just like pin up Squeaky on the side of the ship.
Yes.
Amazing.
I like that.
Amazing.
And then just like the classic like mosaic blue and black kind of like
Okay,
theme.
cool. So all of you watch, sort of as you guys load on, and this is, so I don't know if you guys wrote down the amount of ammunition. It's
did.
a
I
tremendous,
did. Yeah.
tremendous.
Everyone but Gibbs, I think,
This
wrote it
is
down.
boxes and boxes of ammunition. So it does
Takes
take
a
Shade and yourself some time to load this up. Rose will help for what it's worth. But over the course of this time, Bubs, you sit down and you kind of plug away at this thing. And as you all return, you sort of come out for the last time and you can see this little drone lift off the ground and begin to fly up towards the ship. From the front of it, this laser, almost this teal-like laser, projects a line that sweeps up one wide path that all of a sudden is blues and blacks and a little nose and the next swath. And after only about 10 minutes, you have a beautifully new painted ship, no longer factory gray, all the mosaic colors, and still little flight goggles down, a little scarf blowing in the wind. Squeaky, the corgi on the side.
I probably have Squeaky like in my arms and just pointing, being like, "It's you!"
Nice.
So our ship is blue and black and then has a giant corgi on the
It
side?
does.
Nice.
That is
That's the
your
kind of decal I'm
bounty
talking
hunter
about.
spaceship.
Guys, we could be like one of those, you know, those dog people that like pick up dogs in old ambulances. We could be like a dog shuttle. We could like, that could be our cover. I'm telling you.
Fun. I like it.
I do not see how filling our cargo bay with canines will help with our cover story.
It will certainly help with our ration supplies once we shut the door.
Yes.
I don't really like dogs. I'm gonna curl up in the last empty cargo box and make Shade carry that box to the med bay. I'm
You
tired.
can see he just kind of stops for a moment, no expression changes, and then he just bends down and lifts up this cargo box.
I am the precious cargo.
Do you say that?
Yeah, I do.
He doesn't respond.
It doesn't matter. He heard it. He believes it.
So, all of you make your way up to the ship, and with no further trouble, is there anything that you guys want to do before departing to Shen?
Rose, do we need to drop you off at your ship, or are you gonna come with us so you can do your job interview with Peep? What are we doing with you, Rose?
If you could drop me off at my ship, that would be appreciated.
Okay.
Guys, we had plans to do something with Chatitude's ship. Are we still going to do that?
Oh yeah, you're gonna try to sell that, are you?
Can we like tow it? I don't know how
I think
ships
you
work.
can probably
Shade,
tow
Shade,
a
can we
ship.
tow it to the Eclipse Mall?
turns to you and just says, "We don't have anything to attach the ship with, Gibbs. It wouldn't make sense to do that."
Rose, can you tow it?
Rose turns and says, "Well, that's an extra service."
Fuck no.
How much, Rose? Like,
This is coming out
Hold
of
on.
your personal.
yeah, I'm looking. Hold on.
It'll pay for itself.
And
for
I
sure.
pull out like a few cred sticks, but they're all in vials of water because I had empty vials and I put the cred sticks in the vials to keep them safe. But then the vials filled with water because the corks aren't good. It's a whole thing that happened. How many creds would it take for you to drop this off at Chips and Crumbs at the Eclipse Mall?
Well, I'm not planning on going to the Eclipse Mall.
So like, how much would it take for you to detour to the Eclipse Mall to drop this off for me?
For you, Gibbs? Call it 200 credits.
Wow, what a
Docking
deal.
fees.
Deal. And if you tell Chips and Crumbs that you're my friend, they're a store there. They're really good. They're Yosoki folks. They're my family. We're like related by like blood somehow, I assume. If not blood, definitely by water.
You can see all the petals of this Goron's face like shift with a little bit of confusion.
But anyways, the point is, if you just tell them that you're my friend, they'll help you out. You don't have to shop there. They're just good people, but you might get a deal.
Okay,
But 200 credits are yours.
thank you.
200 real credits.
Could you just send it to me? I don't need those. She gestures at the waterlogged credit sticks.
Yeah, I've got your number. I'll just type it into the PayMal app and pay ya.
Very well. Thank you, Gibbs.
I do that.
No problem. So you can deduct 200 credits from your account.
Yep.
You move over, dropping off Rose atop this mesa of beautiful yellow flowers. You can see she can walk down no problem, but before you open the hatch, she does advise you all to cover your faces. She turns as this goes down, the wind blowing by, and she nods to you, Gibbs.
I'll be in touch.
Please do. If you're in the direction of Prime Station ever, look me up.
I will. And if you're ever lonely, look me up.
I'll see you, Gibbs.
Bye, Rose.
Bye, Rose.
You can see she turns, and as you're pulling away, hands on hips, just kind of like shaking her head at Chatitude's bright green and orange ship. But you leave Deshaun in your rear view mirror, such as it was.
As I'm like waving goodbye.
Gibbs, how do you make such good friends all the time? I mean, like, you made friends with, like, Thaddeus and also that, like, Alexa bot and, now Rose, and just how do you do it?
I think it always helps if you just assume the best of people until they prove you otherwise. And sometimes it does bite me in the butt. But 9 times out of 10, if you expect good out of people, they're gonna surpass your expectations. And now I have a friend that I'm so very excited about.
And she's so cool, like, did you see, like, the things that she did? Like, I mean, it's kind of gross, but, I mean, like, it's cool, like, in a gross way.
Yeah, I think the best sort of friends are the ones that you grow from. And no pun intended, she's gonna help me grow.
Echo kind of looks over at you and says,
Cool.
How she laughs.
But you can see the blood sort of drying on Gibbs's person, and she's pretty tired. It's been a long day. I'm gonna go lay down in the med bay for a little bit if you guys need me, but I need a break before we hit the mall. If that's the same for you guys.
Shade doesn't turn around, but as he's dialing things in, he says, "We'll be there in 1 day, Gibbs. You have time to rest."
Okay. I'm gonna go to the midday. I'm gonna lay down.
No worries. You head off to your bunk, just as dirty as you left it. Almost this black hole of a space, but no problem. For the rest of you, as you begin to head off and up into space, what are you all doing? You have about a day, as Shade is going to drop you guys off into the drift. Is there anything that you want to do over the course of that day?
Okay.
So Spice is gonna go into where Harlax's body is stored.
Okay.
And she's gonna go up to the coffin. I assume there's like, it's like frozen or something, and she's gonna like uncap
You
it.
guys didn't put it in like a. You guys didn't have like a. As far as I am aware, it is just a body in the cargo bay.
Okay, so
Unless
it's just
there's
like
something
rotting
else.
there.
Yeah, we don't have shit for
It's
that.
frozen in carbonite.
Yeah, you
Okay.
guys-
We don't
that-
have that.
That's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, there's many ways that you could do this, but instead of last time you were at the mall buying any kind of containers or furniture or clothes
Maybe
or
something
food,
we should
with
invest
the
in.
exception of Gibbs, who just bought like beef jerky for everybody, or really stole it from a hotel. You guys just didn't. You bought sticky notes and some other things.
Well worth it.
Yeah.
We've used those at least 6 times.
I'm not saying that it
Yeah.
wasn't worth it. I'm just saying, you guys do not have a coffin just lying around there. So, yes, there's a body decomposing on the ground for the next day.
There's at least 6 boxes. Gibbs is cardboard, so it's on cardboard.
It's on a card. It's like an old breakdancing setup.
Oh my god.
It's not like dripping in a grate. It's
There's
like
like
definitely making the
mangled body.
cardboard
It's just like
gross.
laid out on
Yeah.
Yeah, Gibbs definitely has the body posed. It looks so funny. I love it. All right, so you go over to the body.
Anyway.
It's not nearly as romantic when it's described this way, but
Okay, so she's gonna go up to the body and she can like, once she sees him again, like the anger that she felt earlier that day kind of like wells back up inside of her, and she goes up and she kneels down to him. She goes, "I'm gonna find who did this to my family, and I'm going to kill them. I'm going to make them feel the pain that they've made me feel." And she starts tearing off what's left of his scales,
Okay.
and she starts like, you know how like tattoos you can get them professionally done,
Yeah.
or you can do the stick and pokes
Sure.
yourself in your bedroom. She's like augmenting herself, and she's like cutting her skin and putting these red scales on her forearms.
Are we here
Yeah.
for this?
No, she closed the door behind her, and she's like
This is like a
having
personal-
like a
Okay.
So make a medicine check.
okay.
just roll for infection.
Yeah.
I mean, a little-
So nervous. It's a 19.
Good, because my medicine that makes it a dirty 20.
Nice.
Oh, that almost stopped on the 1, and I was so concerned for you.
so you just right off. So you take a little bit of time as the ship settles down for the evening, perhaps, or a time where you have a little bit of privacy. Perhaps using an actual bunk that is not the armory for a moment. You find the bathroom or one of these quiet spaces, and using scales ripped from this, you implement them under your own skin. It's inelegant, it's painful, it's messy.
She's so angry she doesn't even feel it.
But at the end of it, you have these bandaged sort of lumps under your skin. With that medicine check, one thing I will tell you is, Spice, you get the sense, after calming down a little bit, and this hurts, first of all,
She's like crying.
part of what your body naturally does is push infection and stuff out, so you'd imagine your body will, over time, like, reject these.
Okay.
But for the moment, they're under your skin. That's pretty metal.
Both your PTSD and these scales under your skin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dang. So, Spice, you take a little bit of time to do that.
If there was a sanity check in this game, she would be insane.
Yeah, definitely not even rolling for it at this point. So, as you guys go about this day, anybody who does go across the cargo bay would find the elements of armor kind of opened and pulled aside, and there are just like scales missing, chunks just kind of carved away from the body. For what
Yeah, she
it's
didn't
worth.
even like bother cleaning it up either. She just like walked away with like blood dripping.
Yeah.
Bubs will clean it up later.
But
what happened here?
Oh, squeaky.
Ew, eating a dead corpse.
I mean, yeah, kind of. You guys should probably supervise that. But anything else you guys want to do over the course of the day that you are in the drift?
I want to see if I can get Shade to repair my armor.
Okay.
If he like fails that roll, is it like broken forever?
Huh?
if he fails the roll to like repair the armor, is it broken forever?
So it would need to be a pretty catastrophic failure
Okay.
for that. However, one thing that Shade is going to do as he is driving the ship is he will say, Bubs, I would be happy to fix that after the mall. But it might be wise to seek repairs there from a
Alright.
professional. Still driving the ship. Echo, anything?
Yes. Echo's first going to check on Nikolai
Okay.
and make sure that their cactus is happy
Yeah.
where he is. He's currently like sitting at the corner of their bunk, just kind of like making sure everything is in place, not a spine.
So make do we have nature checks and stuff out here?
Survival.
Life science.
Survival.
And yeah.
Yeah.
This is less life science and more survival, I think.
Mysticism.
I would say, you know what, life science or survival, your choice.
Oh, thank goodness.
Different results.
Believe it or not, Echo's not really proficient in life science.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, I'd believe that.
Isn't that one?
Oh my god.
Wow. Done.
The second nat one of
You
the game.
failed me cracking dice.
You take a
No.
look at Nikolai and you're not sure. You know, in the ship's lighting, it's hard to tell. He looks a little yellowed. Maybe Nikolai's not doing so hot in this environment.
Oh.
Echo's going to spend a good amount of time trying to find a better place for Nikolai.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
So for anybody watching, and Gibbs, this might be you kind of wake up for a moment from your nap, your deep slumber, and you see this moment where Echo is like fussing over this little plant. As they turn and walk away from it, suddenly the fluorescent light overhead and kind of like full powers back on, and the yellowish nature kind of turns back to its regular fluorescent hue, and you can see Nikolai's fine. But almost like maybe something in Echo's robotic body is doing this. As soon as Echo turns back, it like goes back to that yellow sort of state. But you're just like, just fall back asleep.
Right. We all got weird shit.
Yeah.
It's not the weirdest thing I've seen today.
No problem. You spend your day fussing over Nikolai. Gibbs, you sleep, which takes 8 hours, but is there anything else that you're doing?
Yeah, so I sort of wake up and kind of, it's quiet in the med bay, and there's, a moment of sort of peace as I wake up and shake off the slumber and stand up and go over to the desk that I've created, just sort of like a ramshackle collection of supplies, and I pick up that sort of desk ornament where it's got my various titles on it, and I'm sort of twisting it where in the light I can see that it says in brass, one side it says bottles, junk falls will always be junk, and the next one says Gibbs, medical officer, and I feel pride in that, and then the last one I turn to, and it's the one that I'm sort of most scared of, and it says Gibbs, magic officer, and I have that deep understanding that the power I claim I don't understand, and I saw two people recently, quite successfully use similar powers to mine quite differently than I've ever seen before. And I spend sort of the quiet day before we part doing some research on my anatomy with the idea that Chesterfield's after my powers and is coming at me no matter what, and I have to rise to the occasion and understand it faster than I think he understands what is going on, and all of that sort of fear roiling inside of me as I nearly almost died for something today, and is it worth it, and if I understood it a little more, could I have done better?
Sure. Make a mysticism check.
It's a natural 20.
Wow,
Holy fuck!
nice.
It's a little mouse.
We're either
It took
rolling
me a
high or low
second.
tonight. There's no in between.
It took me a
go.
second because I was like, what the fuck is that?
Okay. So, give me 1 sec.
That was nice.
You get to know some
I don't know shit about
yourself.
any of how this works.
Gibbs
I'm
is
really
learning
glad that
about
you
her
got my
own
good luck.
body.
This is good.
Yeah, I skipped puberty class, health class when I was a young Yosoki.
What is Isoki health class like?
It's a whole lot of just pointing at pictures of fur. They don't really get a lot of details.
Talking about like maintaining mats in the correct way as opposed to like combing them out.
You know, they skip over the whole hygiene part entirely.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Obviously. So,
At least in the Junk Falls curriculum. Yeah.
yeah. It's like, we can fight infection. You don't need to worry about that. You're good.
Okay. So let's go with this.
That music got real scary,
Yeah. Dun dun. So it turns out the magic in your bottle.
Joe. Right.
It's evil.
Probably.
So Gibbs. You take a little bit of time over the course as you wake up in this really quiet ship, in one of the moments especially where Echo is off looking for like a water sampler to try to figure out what's going on with this cactus. And you hold your bottle, you take it out, you kind of swirl it around. You've done it a million times. You see the little chunks bouncing off the sides and slowly coming to rest. And close your eyes and you just think about this a little bit. You think about Rose, you think about Jade. And there is a duality to their nature. You saw Jade sort of almost mad with this power that she had. And then the other side of it, Rose, who seems pretty cool, composed, like kind of doing very similar things to what you're doing. And there is an element of that that rings to you that, as much as this bottle is clearly important, and certainly, you know that your power awoke when you found this bottle, the bottle isn't all of it. The bottle is a vessel. The bottle has biological components to it, and though you don't necessarily understand them, you can look and even at the sort of dull purple with hints of yellow and little bits of scraped, almost like hide. The colors here speak about the journey you've been on recently. As you resupply this and refill it, you can tell that this would be especially good right now for somebody with a second-degree burn. You don't know how, but this is something you've always known. There is a part of this that is the bottle, but there is certainly a part of this that is you. And as you sort of nod in and out of sleep, trying to focus on what that might be, there is this image that comes to you of some place that you, as far as you can tell, have never really seen before. It's green and blue. It was a planet. And you see floating on these oceans and amidst a sky of clouds, continents. 7 of them. You see a small moon orbiting around, and in the distance a bright sun. Perhaps a planet, perhaps 2 in between. In this moment, as you see this almost cinemagraphically with like a lens flare across the galaxy, you feel like your power is linked to this place. And for a moment, as you look around yourself, you are not dreaming, and you are not asleep. It's indescribable, this feeling. It is of being in a place that is massive and empty, and yet you feel its entirety. When you stretch out your arms, though you touch nothing, you feel the extension of life through the universe. And then all at once, you just hear Nikolai. And then you just see over there Echo just tapping on the cactus, and you are back. And for just a moment, you felt like this thing that was special about you connected you to so much more. And then here you are, holding the bottle.
Where is it?
Director?
Yes, Gibbs.
Could you make an all-ship announcement, but can you please start it with farts?
What?
I can certainly do that.
Thanks. Oh, can you please ask everyone to come to the mess hall?
For all of you, overhead, you just hear the comms open up and the director go, "Farts. Please meet in the
Wait,
mess hall."
says farts, doesn't make.
God
Okay.
damn it. Next time I'll be more specific.
Comms go dead.
I wait in the mess hall,
Okay?
and I flip over my thing on my desk before I meet everyone in the mess hall to Gibbs' medical officer. And then I walk out of my office.
Alrighty. So you leave with Gibbs' medical officer facing out for the world to see. But even as you walk out, if there was a camera following you, flipped over and upside down, you would see magic officer still there, always the other side of that coin. For those of you who wish, you can all meet in the where are you meeting now?
Mess hall.
Mess hall.
Yes.
You there?
Echo walks in, like, kind of like, almost searching for a signal with Nikolai. Are you happy you're here? How about here? Is here
Spice
good?
up. Yep.
Is here preferable? Help. Help.
I can give you a hand with that. I know life stuff about plants, and I know how to kill plants especially, so if we do the opposite of what my instinct is, then you'd be good, right?
Echo was, like, about to hand you Nikolai, and then hearing that kind of takes Nikolai back. It's like, that is okay. I should look after my friend myself.
Yep. Hey, so I have all this paperwork for you guys to fill out from the last and I smell the scent of blood.
But wow, her arms are more or less wrapped up, but you know, in a spice, like
Right.
doesn't really care way.
I got all this paperwork to fill out about the last thing, so if you could all fill out, this is like a mental health form. You just check the boxes for the emotions you're feeling. You just return it back to me sometime after the mall. That'd be great. And also, I'm implementing a family dinner. Every mission, after every mission, family dinner. It's obligatory. You can't avoid it. You can bring whatever you want. If you've got dietary restrictions, I'm happy to pick up ingredients, but no more scuttering off to your individual corners just because we're on the ship.
Spice is glaring at you.
This is
Gibbs.
mandatory team building time. We don't have to talk about work, but one time in the downtime between missions, I will be sending out an email on your calendars.
I love that Spice is both the captain and the angry teenager.
There's no other way.
Yeah.
Bubs doesn't pick up what she means when in your bunk.
What? No more just like going off and doing your own thing for a little bit. You got to spend an hour eating a meal with us. All of you. Great. I'm taking your silence as consent and moving on. You will get a invite in your calendar and a memo on your desk in 2 days. Cool.
Immediately, Spice gets up to go do her own thing.
That's fine. Director, can you please end this meeting with, can I get screeching of pipes, but the sound effect, not the words?
I'm sorry, you would like screeching of pipes, Gibbs.
Yeah, like when you're in an old building, like an old tenement building, and like the water doesn't quite work, and you turn the hot water on, and it has to like travel up the whole building. Can you make that noise, please?
I think I know what you mean.
Cool.
Suddenly, across the entire ship, the bursting squeal of steam hissing through pipes just fills the air with just a little bit of static from it coming across the PA system, and you hear that loudly.
Spice from down the hall says, "Fuck you, director."
Suddenly, the just all the sound effects stop, and you just hear, "I'm sorry, Spice, I didn't catch that. What was it?"
She doesn't answer. She stops herself before she insults the director again.
Okay.
We got 3 robots on the ship, and none of them like me.
No,
No, I'm kidding.
the director's a ship mind. Doesn't have feelings towards.
It certainly was offended that you fucked it, or what? Not. I mean, not that. But
I don't fuck it.
Sorry.
We all know who fucks it.
Right. Yeah. Sorry. But
You're cheating on me with the ship?
yeah.
Whoa, it's shade. In case it's not clear.
Hey,
It's
thanks,
not
director.
Spice.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome, Gibbs.
All right, you guys can scurry back to your corners, and I squint at Spice.
As she's walking away.
Yeah.
Suddenly, oh, good.
I believe my corner is also your corner, just up.
Oh yeah.
Is that a problem?
No, I mean, if anything, it'd be more of a problem for you. A lot of people don't like to be my roommate, which is fine. And I've been sort of transient between the 2 spaces, between the med bay and the bunk. So, I mean, I care about your plant, but only because you care about it. So if it's me that's problematic, if it doesn't like my perfume, I'd be happy to.
Echo moves Nikolai towards Gibbs to see what happens.
No real.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Do not advise it.
So you watch as Gibbs's tongue comes out, and you're like, "Oh gosh!" But then, as you see Gibbs's tongue, it's like scabby. It has like a plaque is kind of a strong word, but it definitely has its own flora and fauna. And as you kind of gets close to Nikolai, you could almost swear that Nikolai like recoils a little bit, but the tongue across these spikes, and Gibbs doesn't hurt you at all.
No, it doesn't. Of course not.
And it doesn't seem to hurt Nikolai especially either. It hurts Echo a little, but not Nikolai.
It just now we're friends. Now it knows that I'm harmless, and I know what it tastes like. So
Echo kind of just stares at Nikolai. Are you okay? Nikolai does not seem to be injured. I think that we shall be fine roommates. I am used to junk in many places after all.
hey, you were pretty speedy. Is
Yes.
that how do I say this? I'm curious, but cautiously curious. Are you fast because you like to be fast, or are you fast because that's a trait of your anatomy?
Are you asking
seems
if I was
polite.
designed to be fast?
Yeah, and do you like it? I would like that.
It is a lovely quality to have, but
It
I
is.
was also designed this way.
Oh, well, that works out great. You know, sometimes your stuff just falls in your lap.
It does.
Well,
Echo just kind of like Deadeye stares this way.
just fill out that paperwork when you have a hot second.
I do have questions that
Oh.
I might come to you later about.
Yeah, so it's just like a list of like emotions like frustrated and content and organized and aroused, you know. So you would just select the box that applies to you in
Will
general.
this affect my interdepartmental rating?
No.
Thank
It just
you.
goes in your medical file. Usually I just fill out all the physical stuff and then I leave the small boxes for you guys to fill out. But I found out that you guys were signing it without filling out those small boxes, so I this is just more the reminder.
As they're talking, you can see Bubs in the mess hall, and then he looks up and comes over to Gibbs.
Gibbs, could I have some extra paper? I wrote on the back and the front, and I think I need some more paper to fill this out.
Absolutely, and I hand him a fucking ream of paper that I got
From the office.
from the office.
You can see, yeah, it is definitely like Sharon make paper that has like little kind of folds along the outside, but yeah, absolutely. It is a whole 500 sheet ream of paper that you have at your disposal.
Yeah.
You can see Bubs writing. You can see like things like hot sweats, cold sweats, night's terrors, day terrors, like just a
Yeah,
list of
I just
things.
put that in my
Extra paper.
Yeah,
my
absolutely.
office when you're done, or hand it to me. I mean, either way, we're like within walking distance of each other, but whatever you're comfortable with. So
I will turn this in at end of business day.
okay, I mean, just like before the next mission's fine.
At this point, comms open back up, and you can hear Shade's voice across. We're pulling into the Echo Mall. Or
The
to the
Echo
Echo Mall. The Eclipse
We're
Mall.
echo locating them all.
Be ready to depart in 5 minutes. Comms go dead.
Does Shade send the email of his shopping list that he sent to us?
Yes.
Cool. I do forward that to Chip and Crumb with the message. I has creds if you has stuff. Please help my friend.
Okay.
Also, if Rose Lashman stops by, she's great. Also, see you soon. Also, love you. And then I sign it, love Gibbs.
You get a text back almost immediately, and opening it up, it is just Crumb's butt.
Yay. Love
Of
that.
course.
But no problem. So you all land in the. Give me 1 second here. You land in Bay U111, very far from the last bay that you all occupied.
U111 is just U111.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know why I got mad about that. I was just like, why you say it so confusing when I write it down? It's just U111. Sorry.
U111. Bay, you an 11. And now I can't get past it.
I'm sorry.
There's a dash because it's sci-fi.
Oh.
So apostrophes are for fantasy settings. Dashes are for sci-fi.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I like
Everybody,
that.
everybody knows that.
Yeah, so you 1-11.
Yes. Okay. It's far from the center of the mall. This is one of the more distal landing bays, and so it will be a little bit of a walk to the places that you are familiar with. But this is where you've been asked to meet Peep. As you all see the sort of ramp go down, you enter into a very similar bay as you were in before, relatively tall. You can see there is the little handprint terminal that Spice previously had put both her hands to register for the ship. You would remember, probably wise to have 2 separate people register this time, but up to you. There is a place to put in your cred stick, and you can see it is there's a $200 credit docking fee.
Oh, wow, Rose only did really charge me the docking fee. Wow.
I'm gonna put this one on shade.
We can't put it all on Shade. He's got a big old list. 25, 25, 25, sorry, 50, 50, 50, 50, right?
No way.
Why? You're the captain. You'll get reimbursed from Peep if you ask nicely anyways. You just have to freaking ask nicely. Spice?
No.
I could pay her share.
Yeah, Bubbles will cover me.
I mean, I see a problem with this, but I don't care, so fine. Are you okay with 50? Is this going to be a problem for you?
I believe that if I fill out the requisite forms, I should be able to get reimbursement, as this is a meeting with our superior.
Yeah, all the time. You just have to fill it out in triplicate and only in blue and black ink. And if you fill it out in purple, apparently they send it back and they got really mad at me one time.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so, but I have plenty of pens. Well, I had plenty of pens.
You have a lot of empty pens and ink cartridges, no
Yes.
springs.
Yeah. But I put in 50.
No worries.
I put in 100.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Spice is such a cheapskate.
Echo
All
also
of it's
puts in their 50.
apologizing.
So you put in your money, pooling it together, and pay for the docking and refueling fees of your ship. The doors lie in front of you. Who is registering the ship with your handprint? Gibbs has one.
Who has a second?
Echo.
Yeah, no.
Spice is a captain. Echo is not going to.
Spice like lazily slaps her hand on it.
Ding! The doors open, and beyond is the Eclipse Mall, the galaxy's largest shopping center. Give me just one moment here.
I quickly sent out a text to Peep and it says, "Meet you at Chips and Crumbs." And I give him, like, I dropped the pin on the map in the Eclipse Mall where
Sure,
Chips and Crumbs
absolutely.
is. And I was like, parentheses, the vendor you approved to be part of Mosaic's vendor list or whatever.
Sure.
And
Approved
parentheses.
vendor.
Yes, approved vendor that I asked for like 8 sessions ago or whatever it was.
No problem. So you all make your way out into the mall, and you're all as a group heading towards Chip and Crumb?
Yeah, I imagine.
That's where I'm going. That's where I told Peep to meet us.
Sure.
I slicked back my hair, kind of cleaning my face a little,
Okay. Mohawk slicking back just a bit.
primping a little. You know,
Before we get too far in the shopping episode, can you remind me how many credits we got from Harlax?
None so far.
Sweet, thank you.
So, one thing real quick. Gibbs, you see your comm ringing, and it is Peep.
oh, beep, beep, beep.
Okay.
I pick it up.
You pick it up, and suddenly Peep's head appears, and you can see he is in the Eclipse Mall. You see people all around him. He kind of squints through it and goes, "Hey, Gibbs, sorry. I'm in line for food, and so I'm not going to meet you at Chips. Can you please meet me at the food court like I asked?"
Oh, sure. Sorry, I didn't get that text. Totally. Absolutely, but it'll be after Chips and Crumbs. Bye.
That's fine. And then you just hang up and
Love
you don't
Gibbs.
hear the rest. No worries. So, you all head towards Chip and Crumb.
Oh, guys, wait till you meet him, Echo. They're so cool. They're my
Cousins? Question mark?
siblings?
Siblings.
Step somethings.
Well, it all gets sort of blurry at a certain point, so we're just family. We just leave it as that. All those titles, all that specificality, not for us.
The
But
formality of family titles.
oh, who needs that? They're so great.
I have heard that Yosoki do have large families.
Yeah. Weird, right?
I also come from a large family, I believe.
Really?
What do you mean? I thought androids. Tell me more. She stops after androids because she's not gonna assume anything else after her
Hey, good job.
excursion.
Yeah, we're trying.
Growth, character.
All of us are trying not to be offensive.
There is definitely a note that Echo makes as to, like, Spice definitely stopping herself.
Trying.
Well, I am Echo number 72549.
Okay, 75429. Yeah, I saw that in your paperwork. I assume that was just the barcode or some shit.
72549.
Yeah.
That is very important.
Does that mean you're one of 75249?
You have 74,000 siblings.
What she said.
Theoretically.
How do you remember everyone's birthday?
Birthdays are overrated.
Birthdays are not overrated.
We don't exactly have birthdays. And we are activated in pods of 10. Sometimes 50 if there is a need.
Do you keep in touch with your other podmates?
Only with the pods that I was activated with, yes.
Wait, then what are your other 9 then? At least those we would want to meet.
They are still employed and do not feel fit to contact me as of right now.
So employed where? I didn't get your resume with your medical file because they don't give that to me.
With the other Echo units as couriers.
What does ECHO stand for?
Echo looks a little bit confused and slightly offended at you.
Oh.
And says, we are the expedited cargo courier outfits.
Oh,
Do you ever steal anything that you try to deliver? That's what I would do. I'm just being honest.
Echo doesn't respond.
well, now all of my questions made a lot more sense knowing that. Thank you for that. Bounty hunting, kind of like package delivery. Oh, shoot.
Oh, we have to
Harlax.
deliver Harlax.
Well,
Speaking
Peep's
of,
gonna get on the thing. He just needs to, like...
I believe it wa-
decomposing corpse.
I believe it was wise to leave Harlax with Shade, as we do not want to be seen carrying a corpse.
Oh, we
through a
did that
public
already.
space.
yeah,
But
again.
this time, I don't have any more backpacks. Those were my backpacks, and I never got them back from Lydell. Those cheapskates. We should go talk to Lydell.
There's some
like
processing
Lydell.
errors as you see, like, Echo trying to calculate the size of whatever bounty you must have brought that could fit in a backpack.
Oh, you're assuming it
Versus-
was in one piece.
Whoa.
First mistake.
Well, Echo, thanks for You're so cool. I wish I had had a job like that. This is my first job.
It was not a wonderful job. It was fine.
Okay.
Do you remember your name before you were an android?
Can you say that? You're not allowed to ask androids that. Are you?
Throws up her
Are
arms.
you?
You see like a little kid walking with their mom, and you hear as it goes by, "Are you allowed to?" But they just like keep walking in the crowd.
Echo kind of. I was donated some organic parts as required by Echo contract employees.
You're...
That doesn't answer my question.
No,
Okay.
Oh. Donated parts. Wait, can I become an android later?
We should hit up the augmentation center. You could become an android if you want to. Well,
Not
pardon
if
me.
I'm alive. I'm just saying, like, life after death, is androidism an option?
I think you have to look on your like ID, and there's like a thing in the lower right corner. And
The only ID Gibbs has is
Android donor.
the Mosaic team badge and the Rentropy badge she got, and she like looks at them and is like, "Neither they say donor."
I would like to clarify that I am my own being. I am not the being that donated parts to me. However,
Yes.
you should read your contract carefully.
What?
What if?
Damn.
Oh,
What?
interesting. Cool. Fun facts. If you guys know how I feel, though, if you guys died, no one would get to have first picks of your bodies, right? I would bury you all in the way I felt most respectful to your life. But
As you guys are walking through a crowd, people are like giving you looks as you walk, and suddenly,
We are haggard as fuck.
suddenly it's like a much wider path around you for a moment. As people are like, "What the fuck?" I'm just kind of like,
Low
give
key,
you
I
some
have had
space.
this conversation.
But
in
if
real
you
life.
ever, if you ever felt like you wanted something specific, just pop it in your medical file, and I will make sure it happens. Like ashes scattered somewhere specific, or if you have a family member who really wants your eyeballs, I'll make it happen.
Makeout Creek. Anyone? Okay.
I
never
do
mind.
have to talk to Peep about how my previous contract affects my current contract. There might be special requirements for my parts.
Yeah. Well, if you talk to Peep, he'll send whatever's relevant to my file system. But you did a great job on my emails. You know, it's weird. I get all of the coupons for Hoagie's Pepto-Bismol, but I get none of the erectile dysfunction stuff. It's fantastic. How did you do that? My computer system never been so clean.
I thought you would prefer to have some emails up front and some hidden folders that you don't have to think about. But
There's a
still
lot of
receive
things.
mail from.
Yeah. No, it's great. I like it. I came back from the last bounty with like 10,000 less emails than I expected, and all the junk fall stuff's in a folder, and Nazma stuff. Oh, Nazma. Oh, I should email him. But
Cats.
I am
thanks.
also a little unclear as to how Yosoki biology works, and
Okay.
did not know if you might require the erectile dysfunction emails later.
I don't procure that for people, but if they ask me to, I will search for it and send. But it's more of like a forward things, whereas the coupons for Pepto-Bismol I print out and keep under my bunk.
I did notice that. They are getting a little cumbersome when I want to enter my bunk.
No, it's all tucked under. You just,
I have tripped on quite a few piles of paper.
I will fix that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep it contained to just the bunk, but I'm used to having a whole junkyard.
If there is a pathway that I can use to reach my bunk, that would be appreciated.
Mercifully, in front of you, you can see
Mercifully.
the sign, everything that glows.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting it's not actually called Chips and Crumbs, it's called Everything That Glows. But basically the same thing.
What does everything that glows has inside it again? What's this shop again?
So, the store has two doors. They are both open. Each one has a metal detector over it. This room is about 40 by 65, and there used to be, the last time that you were here, this huge long workbench with hundreds of gadgets, piles of mismatched, like gears, wires, all that kind of stuff. And in many ways, it is very similar. However, in the course of your absence, it looks as if a number of things have been very carefully organized. And now there's the long workbench, but you can see almost like a t-shirt display shop. The bench tilts slightly, and there's a second tier underneath that you just didn't see before. And things have been carefully sorted into almost like milk crate style containers. So there is this one with all different kinds of screws, still all mismatched, but it's a start. You can see a whole bunch of just like snipped wires, mismatched colors, just all tangled up in one. Everything has been slightly organized. Gibbs, make a perception check as you walk in.
I'd also like to make it with my nose.
Okay.
Just, but like both my all my senses.
Sure.
10 plus 12 is 22.
Okay. As you look through this and certainly sniff through it, what you do notice is a couple of things. First of all, you don't really smell a whole lot of food. There was some before, and most of it was like crumbles of like crumbs and chips food that they've been eating as they work. But it's a little bit cleaner in here, and so you smell a little bit less. The other thing you notice as you look around, you don't see any of the mismatched bits of armor you had seen previously. There were some like spare fuel cells that no longer present. There are a few things that are conspicuously absent, certainly. However, you also see there at the moment is Chip. He is wearing this dark gray t-shirt over his dark gray fur. You can see it says Scab Rats in bright red lettering. And as you walk in and look to your left, there is a whole display shelf that has Scab Rat merchandise. Hashtag junk falls will always be junk keychains, little license plate. And Chips, as he sees you, you see the big ears pop up, and he goes, Gibbs!
Gypsies!
He runs over and gives you a huge hug. You like tackle him over. You see these two Yosoki like fall into a table that knocks over. Little charms and keychains go everywhere. But as these roll across the table and you like tussle on the ground, he just goes, Gibbs, we cleaned up.
I see. Do you see eyes cleaned up?
Oh, no.
I did. My hairs are just a little flatter. And I wanted to tell you that I did it because I am not against progress. I had this whole thing prepared. I don't want you to think that I am unappreciative.
No, Gibbs, we don't think that you're unappreciative.
Okay. I think I know. I think I saw. I got it in my inbox. You have a GoFundMe, not sponsored. You have a thermometer bar on the internet that you fill with money. I've seen it.
Yeah,
I love it.
we're trying to help.
I see that. And I see the I want to purchase for sure. Multiple t-shirts.
Okay, but Gibbs, this is your ideas, your bottles.
Yes, but it's for all of us, really. It's for home.
But for you, Gibbs, and he goes over and just kind of, you can see like all fours kind of scampers across the store, goes up on two legs and grabs like 1, 2, turns around, like sees all of you and tries to like match your sizes, grabs these Scab Rat shirts and then scampers back. They're already kind of like chewed on a little bit because they're in his mouth, but he just pulls up, here, Gibbs, and just passes them to you.
Nice. This is great. And I put it on and put my vest on over it. We got laundry on the ship. You can deal with it. I'm
This is one of
like
Crumbs'
gross.
ideas, and Crumbs is pretty proud of it. Not all of Crumbs' ideas are very good, though.
But this one is great. I love it.
You hear from the back, thanks, Gibbs.
Hi, Crumblies.
Hi.
Well, much to introduce, both here and soon here, probably. This is Echo. She's new to the Mosaic crew, and you'll see Peep, probably, my boss. He's a boss, so, you know. Oh, there's a ship coming that's being towed here. And you
Okay.
can either sell it, or you can give it, or however, but I'd love it if it made its way home to Junk Falls.
You're sending a ship? Years?
Yeah. It's, the owner of it died? The owner died, and we were there.
I should apologize. I have destroyed it to an incredible degree.
No,
This
that's a
is
different ship.
Chatitude
This
ship.
is a different ship. Never mind.
Yep.
I am talking
It's
about
Chatitude
nothing
ship.
else.
Ah,
So,
Like
Okay.
greens,
Yeah.
like tear across the sky.
It's the Chatitude 2, I believe.
yeah.
it is the Chatitude, too.
Yeah, so that's making its way here. Rose Lashwind, my new dear friend, is going to drop it off for us. For me's.
That's exciting, Gibbs.
Yeah.
We'll do what we can. We'll get it sent over to Junk Falls.
Yeah.
What do you want it to do?
Oh, well, I'm sure it's got weapons, but it maybe, because it's not very conspicuous, it would be helpful if it was broken apart into parts and made its way into funds for the things that you're funding.
Well, that's what the website says for it, Gibbs.
Yeah.
We're trying to find things for you also. You said to find weapons.
Oh, yes.
So we found one for your ship, but we could put it on this other ships if you want.
Oh, no, the other ship can just, I don't really know what to do with this ship. I wish Shade was here.
Maybe you could, it looks kind of inconspicuous. Maybe you could use it for, like, I don't know, like smuggling weapons or something.
Well, it's bright green.
Well, Gibbs, we also had news on that front.
Yeah.
We met somebody who might be willing to give weapons to the Scab Rats, but they want to meet yous.
Okay,
Who is it?
well, that's good, because
You see, like, the ears kind of go back a little bit.
I worry because there's a lot of people who would take advantage of people in need, and unfortunately, I think some of us might have gotten ourselves into this situation because we were eager to accept help maybe that we didn't need. And so we ended up signing contracts and things for food. So I will gladly meet with whoever.
Their name is Wantabis.
Wantabis.
Where have I heard that name?
Isn't that guy?
Sorry. We mate be.
Oh, that's not a familiar name, right?
No.
Okay.
Wantabin is the
Yes.
Cheechtika Wantabin is the other one.
So sorry, what's this guy's name?
He's a Sharenz.
Oh.
Named We Mate Be.
Is he here, or should I call him? How?
No, you have to meet him.
Oh, like go.
And it's the moons of Zins.
Okay, Moon of Zins. Okay. Okay.
He's a weapons refurbisher, not a manufacturer.
Okay. Weapons refurbisher.
But that means that his weapons won't be traceables. And it also means that there's all kinds of things that we could mess around with there. But if you go and meet him, you won't sign any contracts, will you, Gibbs?
I don't think so, because the whole point of it sounds like is probably to be untraceable, and that's the opposite of what contracts are for. So, no, I mean more I'll suss it out and assure that it's a good thing. I don't want to trade one bad thing for another bad thing just because the newer bad thing is new.
You can see like relief across this Hisoki's face. I'm glad that you're doing this, Gibbs, and not us.
Yeah, I'm glad to be of some help despite being so very far away. I miss yous.
We miss Holmes too.
I have this list that I emailed. Do you have any of the things on this list?
Oh, and he kind of goes back. He doesn't take your list, but he
Yeah.
scampers around behind the counter and pulls out a very chewed up copy of the same list.
Cool.
So from that list,
Okay.
I believe, go ahead and roll a 20-sided dice. There's 2 things on the list that you needed to roll for. I'll have this count for both of them. But the vast majority of those things you're able to
19?
get. 19. Hey.
Killing it tonight.
Okay.
I don't know who's got the list, but I don't
I
have
believe
it.
it's on our Discord.
I
so
know,
let me
my
pull
phone's
that up
dead.
real
My
quick.
Discord's uploading.
Why can I not see? Was I kicked from my own Discord? Or have I hidden it?
Shouldn't have made me moderator, Joe.
Oh, no.
I am the Alberon.
I genuinely can't see it, so I think I kicked myself off of my own server. Nice.
What did he put it in general chat?
I don't know. Either
Yeah, I
way.
got it. Okay. It's like 20 miles long.
Yeah, so I rolled a 19 for the first thing I needed to roll for.
Enviromask, allergy pod, Energel.
packets, portable.
These things are all...
buoyancy packs, hazmat, synth sleeve,
Here, would this help you if I turn this around?
I got one moment. Thank you for bearing
chemicalizer,
with us.
energy beacon, probably. No.
Man, I just genuinely
Matching
don't
salt and
see it.
pepper shaker.
Here, I'll send it.
Yeah. These are all
I'll send it to you.
low
Okay,
stat.
thank you.
Nice
Yeah.
faucet for the
There
kitchen
you go.
sink.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you can add to your inventory
Yes.
7 Enviro masks,
Yeah.
6 allergy pod packs of 10,
Yeah.
14 Energel food pellets packs of 10,
Yeah.
3 portable condensers.
Yeah.
With your roll, you can add 7 buoyancy packs as well.
Yay.
That was one of the things that was harder to come by just now. You were able to find 2 cans of hazmat synth sleeve.
Okay.
You were able to find 2 meteorological readers.
What about the 3 box of stomach tabs?
No stomach tabs.
Okay.
You got 12 gear maintenance kits, 10 hygiene kits so that you can decline to take all of them if you wish, 2 chemalizers, 1 glass cutter Mark II, you also rolled successfully for,
Nice.
and then a collapsible ladder.
Okay.
There is no shoulder-mounted camera that you're able to find,
Yeah.
that they were able to find, sorry, but you were able to get 3 emergency beacons as well.
Nice.
As this hygiene kit is placed on the table, do I notice if it's squeaky clean or
Make a perception check.
what was the other one? Squeaky clean, and what was the new one? Green clean or something?
Mean green.
Yeah. I don't. It's an 8. That looks like an 8 plus. Oh, I'm not even logged in. It's plus 8 again, so 16. Or I think it's 9.
It's either way, it is not.
Ah.
It is a brand called Splickety Lit, and it is supposed to be a quick clean kit with a K. This is supposed to be something that you're supposed to employ to clean spills especially, but it can be used for a variety of different things. It comes with some hygiene products that are multi-use, probably not very tasty, not very good for you, but they can serve a variety of purposes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. We're gonna have to bring this all right to the ship. How much do I owe ya?
Oh, well, your company paid for it.
Oh, good. Good.
Use has an account here.
I do! Oh, good. I'm so glad that was set up.
Well, Mosaic has an
Yes. But it's money between family, but I want you to get paid for it. So, because I value you and your work is important. So,
Thanks, Gibbs. We like to eat.
yeah. And I want all of my friends to shop here. So that way they don't get family discount and you get max profits.
You can see these
Speaking of
smiles.
shopping here,
Yes.
Spice has some things she'd like to buy from you, Chip.
Turns and looks at you. Yes?
Chip, do you have a fire extinguisher?
Yes, we have multiple fire extinguishers.
I will take one of them.
What flavor?
What do you mean, what flavor? Tell me more.
You see just darts. You see the tail like behind the counter, kind of left and then right. And then he pulls out what he means is like 6 different colors of fire extinguisher.
Ah, yes, different flavors.
Yes. See, that one's a little more like rust, but that one, that blue one.
I think I like the blue one the best. What do you think, Chip?
I likes the blue ones too.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with the blue
It
one.
matches all your stuff.
Yes, it does. She
Hands
like
you this
claps
blue fire
gleefully.
extinguisher.
Do you have cable line, perhaps? Titanium?
Titaniums? He goes
It's
back
like
and
the lesser. I don't need the good stuff. I just need titanium.
kind of looks around and
What's the other
begins to look. No, I don't.
There's a better
think-
one.
I think
I'm
it's.
too far
I
on
think
that.
steel is the first one, then titanium, and then there's something else, which is like an adamantium. One of those.
Right,
made
I
out
was
of-
more like making fun of
40,000
the fact
credits.
that
The jump is
titanium is like-
The one we go for.
Yeah, I was like, we can afford titanium. Like, we're at that level now.
He comes back and just goes, "We don't have any. Sorry."
That's fine. And then I just need your standard toolkit.
Oh, we have standard toolkits, of course.
Okay.
And he goes back behind the counter. What he comes back with is this rusty old red toolbox. And as he opens it up, just a mismatched set of tools. Definitely all there. It is a toolkit and will function as one.
Perfect.
Not a single matching piece amongst the set. Every single one mismatched, different sizes, different levels of work.
I love it.
Spice looks at it. She nods. She's like,
It's better than the ones you buy in the stores, anyways, because this is better.
Tested and true.
I believe it. And then she hands you her cred stick.
Sure. Give me a second here. Bubs, are you looking for stuff?
Yeah.
Mr. Chip?
Just chips is fine.
Oh, okay. Do you have any,
And I'm gonna look on my list.
ion tape, zip sticks, or jammer charge?
I have ion tapes, of course. I don't have any zip sticks. Or what was the last ones?
Jammer charge?
Don't have any jammers charges. Is that a food?
It's like something that, like, it's like a chaff kind of thing. No, it's not. You can't eat it. Why would, no.
That's not true.
I like jams.
I like jam too. What are you talking about?
No, never mind. I think I'll find it, but I'll take the ion tape.
Okay, kind of reaches down, and you can see it is ion tape from several rolls that have been kind of rolled back together to make one complete one, but fully functional.
It's like the last little inch of every single
Yeah,
Scotch tape roll.
exactly. Yeah, the last little bit.
But they're the best.
Yes, exactly.
Do they repair stuff at this shop?
Are you asking?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could ask. Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, some electronics we do, but for Gibbs's families, we can repair pretty much anything.
Oh, anything. Could you repair this armor that I'm wearing?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I take off the hard plate and
I also wondering if you could possibly, since it's like, kind of made of like, I don't know, like building material or whatever. I don't even know. It doesn't really have like a, like a perfect seal. I was wondering maybe if you could maybe like put like environmental protections on it too.
Just bites it with his Yusoki teeth. Yes, we could do that.
okay. And I read like it's like 10% of the purchase price of
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay.
Maybe not, get a little spit on it, because, I'm gonna be wearing it.
He's a little funny. We'll clean it after you give it to us, but not because of you, because of him.
Well, it has to test it somehow.
Absolutely.
Oh.
You understand, right, Bubsies?
Well, actually, not really. Maybe there's like some kind of like mouth guard that you could put over your mouth that would be like like before you bite onto it.
You're funnies. Okay, we'll take this and we'll fix this up for you. Gathers it all in this really dirty brown sack and just pulls it taut. Wearing it like a purse, kind of sagging to one side. Does anybody else need anything?
I need wheels. Oh, and I don't know that you would have this, but I don't know who else to ask. So if you don't have it, you might know. I need wheels for Alexa bot Siri from this company, and I tell him the company name.
From Harbingers?
Yeah.
Oh.
I need like wheels. Because I want to modify it so it can like all train Alexa. ATA.
Oh.
She turns into a Mars rover real quick.
Yeah.
Well, I might have something you could use for that. Hang on. And he
Okay.
scampers off into the back room. You hear
needs
Crumb
those
just go,
massive
hey,
chips, fine.
watch out. And the other chips just go, sorry, Gibbs wants something. Kind of scampers back, and you can see they are going to return pushing a 6-wheeled, almost like miniature tank chassis. And he says, we've recovered this in a junkyards. It's old.
That's my favorite.
I knows. And a long time ago, on a planet called Earths,
Okay.
they use these to make bombs explode, but on themselves.
Weird.
Humans are weird. No offense.
Oh my god, it's one of those like
bomb
bomb
dispersal.
retrievers.
Yeah.
Yes! Ah! I want this badly. Thank you so much. One more thing before we settle the bill. My bottle. Very precious, right? Do you have anything that might hide it or disguise it in some way? Or,
We can tape some trash bags together.
yeah. I think I need something a little more, I guess, but I'll see what my boss says. I'll come back to that because I've got tape and trash bags and paper and paint. Do you have paint? Paint by the
Yeah.
gallon? Oh, not
Different containers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you pour it all together till it makes brown? Can I get a gallon of paint, please?
Yeah.
Great. 1 gallon of paint. This wheeled chassis, and they're settling their own stuff.
Well, Gibbs, you have an account here, so we'll debit it from Mosaic corporations.
I'm not used to this, but okay. If they don't do it, you let me know, though.
Oh, they will.
Okay.
It definitely comes under your credits limits.
Nice. Oh, we got a whole mall. We have to meet our boss. Thank you.
Thank you, Chip and Crumb.
You're welcome.
Pleasure to see you again.
We'll be back.
Okay, and maybe Crumbs won't be as busy this time.
And I'll make sure I go to the behind the workbench and say hello to Crumb and give him a hug and
Okay.
tousle his fur. And
You head off into the back room, and you can see there Crumb over this much cleaner space in the back, like almost completely bare table. But lay down on it, you can see there is this kind of map. But he turns around, you can see, just kind of like moves his arm to cover it a little bit with various elements, kind of like you just hear like nuts and bolts as they scatter across
Crumb
the
Blaze.
table. Gibbs's.
What's that?
It's nothing, Gibbs's. Hey, have you seen our shops? Come here. And he puts an arm around you and kind of begins to lead you out towards the front. Oh! You can see the face just.
Crumbly,
Gibbsy,
I trust you.
make a sense motive check.
Ah ha ha. It's my best skill by far. 26.
Not treasure maps.
Oh. Treasure is a pleasure.
You could see, and he just goes, Chip says it was stupid, but I think it's going to be helpful.
Don't let anyone ever tell you the things you believe in are stupid.
Thanks, Gibbs.
I love you. Nice to see you.
Do I see it? For all of you out in the back, you see this little chubbier Yosoki like look out and then wave to you and then shut the door. You hear locks. He brings you over to the table and he takes his little Yosoki arm and sweeps the stuff aside. And you see in front of you a star chart. You can see this seems to be a star chart that leads through an area that you've seen very recently, or at least heard mentioned. You can see in the southern tip of it, Siren's Belt. There are all little white scratches over the blue paper. And you can see like various little things have been ticked off and checked. There's equations written on it. There's all kinds of just little bits and bobs. But you see ultimately one portion circled just off the moon of Zin, actually, which seems to be the destination. And
Is this about Watanabe?
the arms dealers? No, but that's who I got this from.
Oh.
And Chip said that I was wasting my monies, but I don't think so. I think that this is gonna find us that ships.
I'd be careful though. I believe in you, but let me tell you, and I'll tell him about the Vesk and the Vesk War, and it's shattered. I mean, my opinion of it, like, I don't have one because I don't know enough to have an opinion,
Sure.
but I'll tell him all about the fact that all of these Vesk were gonna gather exactly where he's looking at, and like, just be careful because it's a hive of activity. And also, even prior to that, anyone who went in, it was like, you ever read that book, BT? It stands for Bermuda Triangle. It's like one of those. You go in, and then you get turned around, and then your ship is lost forever. So,
I don't think so. That's what happens because I have a maps.
okay, but if you go there, you call me first, okay? And then you call me when you're back, because then I know.
You sound like my mom, Gibbs.
Mom ship is just a job, and that's my job to care. So, yeah, I do sound like your mom, but I'm not going to be ashamed of it because I care about you.
But you're not my mom. You're my mother's brothers, uncles, grandfathers married in with the patron system, mother-in-law's daughters, great-grandmother's son's sister. And that is not the same as a mom's, Gibbs.
But I care about you, and that is the same as a mom's. That's the job. But I trust you. I know you'll do what's best. I just don't want to lose you.
Make a diplomacy check.
I've been rolling really well. This is not the time to fuck it up. 3. It's the time to fuck it up. Diplomacy. Plus 9, 12.
Okay, Gibbs.
But follow your dreams. And don't let anyone stop you, but just let them caution you to be careful.
He nods, but now he seems a little preoccupied.
Okay. Nice to see you. See you later. And I roll around on my new 6-wheeled bomb bot.
So the door opens dramatically, and you all wait and wait and wait before just rolling out, impossibly slow, is Gibbs. Slightly faster than the wheeled Roomba type robot you
Oh,
rode
nice.
before.
Slightly faster. It's an upgrade in more ways than
There
one.
you go. You watch as Gibbs rides her noble steed out.
Does it still tell jokes? Does it still tell jokes?
This is not attached to it yet.
Okay.
This is just a chassis for like a bomb disposal bot that presumably Gibbs is going to implement that in some way. So
It becomes sandwich.
yeah.
And then it's 2 on top of each other, and then on the top I can go on the Alexa.
I can't wait till this is like a giant mecha of trash fighting for Junkfall.
You guys built a Gundam out of this like junk.
Gundam junk
Love
balls.
that. Love that.
Nice.
I hope.
Well, I'm taking up enough of the time. Where do you guys want to go? I have a few more things I want to get to.
I would like to see William the Pleaser.
Is he at the mall? I, for some reason, thought he was, like, above the mall.
Spice looks at the directory. Is William the Pleaser at the mall?
No.
Fuck.
Certainly not.
Ooh, but
you're
I see
saying this out
Please
loud?
Place.
Yes, I am saying this out loud.
Does anybody else want to chip in with that?
Why
Who
do
is
you
the-
want to see William the Pleaser?
'Cause I want some fucking weapon fusions. I don't know about you, Echo, but those seem pretty fucking sick.
It is true, he does have nice fusions. However, he is not located at Eclipse Mall.
Do you know where he is, Echo? She leans in close to you.
Echo kind of like lowers their voice box to a low whisper. Yes.
Will you take me there?
Echo kind of
What are we
considers.
whisperings about? Suddenly this Yusoki like bursts in there.
Do you want to take us there?
Oh, I can't really go anywhere. Sorry, I'm working. He just kind of ducks out and returns to doing what he was doing with Gibbs.
If it is required, we might
it's
go there.
required.
However, I don't think he would appreciate a large group.
Well, I want to go there. I don't give a shit if these people want to go.
Well, he is my good friend. He might not begrudge me one more.
Nice. Well, let's go. Well, can we go right now?
He is not located in the Eclipse
yeah.
Mall.
Fuck. Okay, so it's not like a thing where we can like pop out the mall, like go visit William. It's
It
like
would
we
take
have
some
to
time,
travel.
and we might need to let Shade know, as he is piloting the ship.
That sucks.
Maybe
All right.
there's someone, who sells augmentations and, magic items at the Eclipse Mall.
I do want augmentations. That'd be pretty sick.
Is there like a directory
Yeah.
in
Oh yeah.
the Chip and Crumbs?
Right outside, but yeah.
Okay, yeah. Is there anything that sells magic items or like
So magic in this world, not like a super common thing. So there isn't going to be a place at the mall where you can like pop into a Brookstones and come out with like a wand of
Yeah.
magic missiles. But you were looking for augmentations?
Yeah.
Jewelry. You see jewelry, stuffed animals, video games, comics,
there
mini
a-
golf.
Sporting goods store?
There is indeed a sporting goods store.
Ooh, that's like a build your own alien species fluffy.
There is one of those that is called.
Oh, there's a container store. I have so many things I want to contain. Like my excitement for the container store.
Like dead bodies.
I no joke, love the container
Yeah.
store. Like, oh my
Can
god.
we buy coffins at the container store?
Ooh, a coffin is just a container.
It is, yeah.
We
you
should
can
buy a
imagine.
few of those maybe on Peep.
I
Well-
don't know if coffins would be the best transport method. Perhaps bags, as we can make them smaller.
All right.
Fill a
Body
friend
bags?
is what the Build-A-Bear is called.
Fill a
yeah.
friend. I love that. Nice.
But yeah, so for augmentations, looking through there, you see there's like a dental place. There are all kinds of clothing shops. There is GG which is Gigi's Exchanges.
Oh, I
the
love
raw goods
Gigi's.
store.
Yeah, I bought my
some
sticky
things.
notes there, I think.
You're into everything that glows. You've been to the Jacinto Crane store. Equity Mandate Market was the weapons shop that you guys went to, and they did not have anything. Same thing with Degrade Defensive Solutions, but those would be the places that might have them.
If
For
it's a
magic items or for
Augmentation.
Augmentations.
Okay, because magic is rare.
And really, even those are pretty tough to come by. There are like small communities that form about them, where you could think about it as like a subculture almost. Like certainly people who engage.
tattoos
Yeah,
and
very
then
much,
some.
very much. So be on the lookout certainly for people who have them and ask where they got theirs.
Mr. Chip and also Mr. Crumb, do you guys know where I could find like a glamour projector? Because I mean, this suit is like kind of big, and everyone looks at me when I walk.
You want
a glamour projector, it's like something that like changes what your armor looks like.
Sure.
Because if I'm going undercover, I don't want to look like I'm just packing heat.
Yeah, that's probably a great
Gibbs,
idea.
you might want that too.
Does it disguise size?
As a standard action, you can change the appearance of your armor to any set of clothes or any type of light or heavy armor. It functions as disguise self, but it's only capable of changing the appearance of your armor, not the rest of yourself.
Right. So usually,
Or
like
your rest of
disguise
your
self, you can't modify like the size of things. You can only change what the size looks like within like a foot. And also, Gibbs's bottle is not armor; it is part of her personhood.
Like a worn thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's less of a like a worn thing and more of like a.
From a mechanic standpoint, it doesn't exist. It really like you can't really be like separated necessarily from Gibbs because it's her source of magic.
It's my arcane focus.
Yeah, it's like a flavor-ish item.
So that's why it has its own unique problems because of the way I've implemented it.
Yes,
But
certainly.
So yeah, I ask Mr. Chip that.
So as you didn't hear this from me, but I heard that the Greyjoy's Defensive Solutions, they bought a Glamour's projector pretty recently from somebody, a long-time customers, and I bet they'd be pretty happy to get rid of it.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Chip and Crumbs. Mr. Chip. Just Chip.
Just Chip is fine.
Yeah. I'll go check that out. And I like what you did of the place. It's a lot more cleaner.
Thank yous. We worked really hard on it.
I like it, and I like the corner with the souvenir stuff especially.
Yeah, and you can see little keychains. You can see there's like a baseball hat, like a trucker hat, really. There's banners. There's little plush scab rat. They all look a little bit different because
I
they're
would
handmade.
like to buy the scab rat fuzzy dice.
Sure.
Cool. I definitely pay for them. I'll give them like 20 credits for.
You can give them 5 credits for some fuzzy dice.
Well, I take a few things, so I tip 10. So I have scab rat paraphernalia is how I'm
Sure.
gonna put it in my inventory, and you'll see how it shows up.
Oh boy.
Oh yes.
So you attain that. Where else would you all like to go in the Eclipse Mall?
Used furniture store. I look up on the directory.
For furniture, aside from the raw material place, you could look at the Essex collection. Crafters is a place where you can buy kind of kits to build your own furniture. Weirdly, they sell food as well. There is also those are probably the 2 closest.
I want the Goodwill of furniture. I want the used furniture that like people have donated and I might get a deal at.
That's probably not going to be at a mall.
The dumpster outside the mall, maybe.
Wall in the back, outside Macy's.
It's like I have to.
on level 8.
I have to go back to session 1 and start stealing the furniture from the mall to get the furniture that I want. Fine. I go to that IKEA sounding place.
For crafters?
Yeah. Begrudgingly, but that's where I go. I'm going here. Don't forget, like 2 hours. We gotta meet Peep. He's at the mall. I'm sure he's overwhelmed. When do you think the last time Peep went to a mall was?
I do not know.
I hope he's buying us stuff.
There will be time after we meet Pete to go shopping, as I am a little low on credits.
Oh shit.
Well,
we
you should
haven't
just
really
text
picked
him.
up credits.
Hey, I dialed Peep.
Okay. Give me one moment.
Bring. We don't need Skyscape. Bring.
Sure, no worries.
Bring,
So
bring.
you see Peep's face materialize. Yeah, Gibbs, I'm waiting for you guys in the food court.
We're on our way, but sorry, we got held up, and we wanted to do the shopping, and we didn't want you to drag you around while we were doing the shopping. So really, this was an active consideration. But I have a question: how much money did we get from the Harlax bounty? Understanding that we gave some of it to Rose Lashwind, did we get anything?
Yeah, we really want to talk about that. So why don't you guys all come to the food court and we can talk? Actually, let me just rephrase that a little bit. I'm your boss. Come to the food court and let's talk.
Echo starts like marching towards the
Love
food
Gibbs.
court.
So we go to the food court.
No, I don't. I need something really fast. Okay, I'll be there in 20 minutes.
We'll cover it for you and say that you had like a hygiene emergency.
Yeah, no one's gonna believe that. How about you just tell them I'm still at Chips and Crumsley's?
Yeah. Okay.
Because like he knows I was gonna be there, and it's probably gonna be true in like 10 minutes. But give me 20 minutes, okay? And I rush off to fucking IKEA.
Sure.
Probably gonna be like an hour in Gibbs' time.
Yeah.
We'll get back to
Fucking
that in
IKEA.
a moment. So for the 3 of you, you progress towards the food court.
Do we see any people with augmentations
Make a
on the
perception
way?
check as you walk, sure.
11.
Yeah, you can do a D4 on that. You're fine.
What'd you say? Perception?
Yeah.
22.
22. You go about looking for some kind of an augmentation, and here you see families. You see all kinds of different like people, and very much. very much like every mall, there are groups. You can see like teenagers, you can see like the goths, you can see like, a group of like people just like power walking their way through the mall. All kinds of groups.
Is that a water fountain we hear?
I don't, this is sizzling food coming from the food court.
You've got like some of the preteens on like hover wheelies.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You see them like kick their shoes out, and like, you don't see wheels. They're definitely just hovering.
Sick.
Yeah, you still see police on Segway branded Segways, weirdly, but no problem.
Do I see a water fountain at all?
Yeah. You pass like several. This is a huge mall.
I'm gonna just go up to it and I don't think I have any like coins to throw in it.
Don't really exist.
Yeah, they don't
no.
really exist, but I know in like human culture that like throwing things into the fountain is good luck. So I'm just gonna look in my pocket and see what I have, and I probably only really have like sanitizing wipes. And,
I have a bullet casing.
Ooh, I have a bullet casing. That's a
Yeah.
good idea.
Sure, yeah.
So I'm gonna just take out some cool bullet casing, and I'm just gonna throw one in and just whisper to myself something. And throw another one in and whisper something to myself. And as you like go in closer, like to Bubs, you can just hear him say,
She loves me. She loves me not.
Not what I was expecting.
She loves me not.
and I just throw
Into a
it.
fountain?
For everybody who is like walking by this mall, they just see this tall, bald man with no hair, no armor, just wearing a white shirt, white pants that are like pretty sweat soaked at this point. Just kind of taking these little bullet casings out of their pocket, which already a little unnerving.
Yeah.
And then just, she loves me.
So I'm not the insane one.
He's fucking littering right now too. Like they're just like this asshole.
You can see in this flawless, clean space, the shell casings float for just a second before they fill with water and sink to the bottom. And very conspicuously on the white bottom.
And then I think I'll just continue on, probably behind the rest of the group as they're walking to the food court. I'm just going to try to catch up.
What did you end on though?
Dun,
dun, dun.
Let me roll a
50-50.
D2.
Ooh.
Evens, it's yes. It's an odd.
She loves me not. Anyway, while he's doing that, Spice is gonna go up to some like lizard folk metalheads that she sees like huddling outside the like emo store.
Sure.
And she's gonna go,
Cold subject.
Cold subject. I was trying to think of it.
subject, yeah. She like looks him up and down and like sees their leathery spikes and she's like, hey, do you know where I can get some augmentations?
Augmentations around here. Laughs and kind of looks. Oh, you're serious.
Oh, I'm serious.
You're in a mall.
Yeah, but I'm not talking like, I don't need level 8 augmentations here. I just need like level 1.
Oh, then I'm sure you could just get them at Claire's. No,
Players.
still a store.
Nice.
That
Okay.
survived the roll of death.
Yeah, there's very few. There's that
Segway
one,
Claire's.
Segway, Claire's, and like there's one called I think it's called like Moose something or other. Anyways, neither here nor there. No.
Anyway, but if I did want higher level augmentations, do you know where I could find them? Not at Claire's.
You're right on the edge of USC space or US. Oh my gosh,
USR?
it's been a
USR.
hard week. USR, you're right on the edge of USR space. I don't take kindly to body mods like that. Humans are weird. They don't grow back the same way a lot of us do. You
Good
can
thing I'm a
see
magenta.
the tail like whips out, a little nubby on the end, clearly like regrowing. You want to get somewhere a little further out,
Outside of
somewhere closer to neutral space, closer to the prime station.
Prime Station.
That's the second time that's come up today. Odd.
Yeah, multiple times. Yeah.
Alright, she's like, thank you, and like goes to fist bump.
Very awkwardly fist bumpy back, but no problem. So you make your way to the food court at long last.
Can I go to
Yeah.
my little task really
What's
quickly?
your little task?
I go to IKEA. If it's self-service, I do it frustratedly on my 6-wheeled thingy, but I'm gonna do it. I am trying to find couches, coffee tables, chairs, just like shit for the ship to make a dining/lounging space,
Okay.
and a rug.
So you're just trying to create the very basics of like a den essentially
Yes.
for your ship?
Yes.
No problem. Roll a percent, or you know what? Just roll a D100.
A D100.
Yeah, let's see how complete this set is. The self-service system is not super friendly for Gibbs.
Right. Yeah. Not my favorite. Hate it. 31.
31. You manage to come up with a few essentials: a carpet, a couple of chairs, and then really weirdly, at first you thought this was going to be like a nice big egg-shaped chair that you sit in, like one of those things. But as you are walking out the store and you look at it, it's definitely some kind of a hamper. But you know what? Maybe that's useful too. It's not the greatest list, but
Cool.
you do come away with 2 chairs, a carpet, and a hamper.
I pay extra to get them delivered to the docking bay. U111 because I hate it.
No problem.
So I'll pay the extra money, and I also all this shit comes in cardboard. And so I'm like, oh shit, there's probably so much cardboard. I quickly go around in the back to the dumpster and try and find just like a few pieces of cardboard.
Okay. Make
Great.
a perception check.
Oh. Make me roll for cardboard. 2 plus.
I mean, it is paper, and paper is rare in this world.
Why am I
Or
having
galaxy.
a tough time with this? 14.
14? Yeah, you go back there, no problem. You pull out some cardboard, nothing else interesting.
Go. I grab cardboard and put it on my thing and deliver the stuff to the I ask them to deliver it so I don't have to do it, and then I book it to the mall court.
No problem. There's a fast system to have things delivered to the ship. That's one of the qualities of the Eclipse Mall. Despite its size, you can have stuff carried. You saw Trevor delivering stuff actually on his way back. So
Nice.
you got, or not this time, but last time you were here, you saw him returning from delivering something, which is why he was so out of breath. But no problem. You do this order and you dash off to the food court. For the rest of you, finally, arriving within the food court, you come to a place where there are all manner of different kinds of food stalls. You see the restaurant that you had actually heard of. I think Thaddeus had told you about it, but it's called Fried.
Oh,
They literally-
Everything that's
I
fried.
just
love this
fry you
scene
anything
when she's
that
like,
you
"Fry
want."
this quick."
Yeah.
That was my
Yeah.
favorite
Oh, right,
scene.
you went there.
I went
right.
there. They wouldn't fry my garbage.
You are probably not welcome back.
Okay.
There's
That was such a great scene.
Granny Jathexis's great pretzels. There's Coffee Stop. There's Cheesy Stan's Burger and Fries. There's the chocolatier. There's all kinds of different food. But you can see sitting at his own table, a little capsule in front of each of the empty seats. Peep is wearing his traditional Mosaic garb. You have not recognized this, but he's actually a little shorter than you. He's very small.
Whoa.
This Peep is Iasoki.
Gibbs is small.
Yeah, and he's very, very small for Iasoki.
Whoa.
White mouse.
Wait, okay, so Squeak is small, Gibbs is small. Where is he closer to Squeak?
We need the D&D like a size
Yeah.
chart.
He's just a little smaller than you, so not quite on the
Okay.
Squeak scale.
It's just shorter.
But he's a
Yeah.
little shorter and definitely a little like slighter. Even
Yeah.
though Gibbs very very rangy, there's muscle on Gibbs.
Right.
Peep looks like you almost want to bully him for his lunch money just sitting there. So
Gibbs doesn't, but
We
Spice
would-
definitely will.
Yes.
No, Spice would die for Peep.
What?
Peep
She
sits
laid out
there,
her life.
He sees you guys and his little ears perk up. Oh guys, you're finally here.
We made it.
Sorry for keeping you
I
waiting.
got you all Whoa. You okay, Gibbs?
I had to run. Apparently this thing doesn't move very fast. I was kind of hoping it would, but that's fine.
You can see 100 feet behind Gibbs, this little robot chassis slowly wheeling by.
It'll catch up.
Carrying, yeah, no problem. You can see this little kid hanging off of it. His mom has to grab him off. It's causing kind of a commotion, but no problem. It's following you around.
So we killed Harlax.
I know, that's amazing. You guys have really been on a roll, and I'm incredibly impressed. Did you see TJ's?
No. Show us what happened at TJ's.
I'm not going to show you. You can watch it yourself. But your reliability rating is all the way up. I think something close to 4,000.
4,000?
Wow, we've
sounds
really made some progress.
Well, you're not near the bottom anymore, and that's definitely something.
Yeah. Above the bottom. That's always where I strive to be.
Are we still in the negative?
He pops out his communicator and takes a look really quick. So actually, dead even. You guys are already 4,000.
Wow, this is a day to celebrate.
No. Sorry. Still talking about your reliability rating for what you're
shit.
owed. Oh boy. So when I did the math on this, Originally, I had 10,000 credits to issue you each as your funds for shopping for this upcoming mission. 10,000 credits each, right. That was going to be what I would release to all of you.
Oh my god.
Minus Rose Lashwin's 40%. Means that each of you will be coming away with 4,800 credits each.
Okay.
So that is what you have to spend as personal money. If there's additional expenditures, of course, you can run it by me and I'll maybe approve it. We are seeming to get a little bit high up on our budget. I don't know why. I haven't looked at it in the last couple of days, but not relevant to all of you guys. I'm glad to see all of you.
We're happy to see you, Peep. It's been a while. She goes in to hug him.
He kind of like backs away and just goes, I don't really, I'm kind of fragile. I
It's
don't really
just
like
like
hugs.
this lanky lady who just like, can I?
He's like this, and
Yeah.
Spice is like wrapped around
She
him.
like smushes her cheek into his like arms.
I don't
that
think
are
I
above his
met
head.
Peep during orientation. I think he was assigned to me after.
Yeah, certainly.
I would like to, with that comment, do a medicine check on why is he fragile.
Yeah, make a
And
medicine check.
I get
absolutely.
these. I'm picturing Bubble Boy in my head, and I want to see if that assumption is correct.
You already got one. Bubbles boy.
Bubbles.
19 on the dice.
Okay.
With my medicine plus 14.
Damn.
Yeah.
Big ol'.
33.
Yeah.
You look at Peep. The white fur, immaculate, this like bright pink nose, everything about him seems kind of healthy. But like he is certainly like pulling himself to be really small. It seems like there's probably some truth to that. You can't necessarily make out directly what it is, but as he sees you looking at him and with that roll, he's gonna say, I have brittle bones, okay? I don't like to talk about it. That's why I'm not in the field.
I will make sure that I protect you.
Spice, let's go. He takes his little shirt and pops the collar back up.
Let's go. She's like, I love you.
But aren't you gonna be like in the field with us on our next mission? Well,
I'm
kind of
gonna
in the field.
coordinate from there, but I'm gonna stay wherever it is that we're setting up a base, and I'm gonna set up my computer and my humidifier, and we're gonna work from there.
Well,
But you will all be out in the field.
well, don't worry. If anything happens, I'll protect you.
Where we're going is pretty safe. We're doing some undercover work here, so look. First of all, I got you all sandwiches, and you can see in front of you.
Peep, you
There
shouldn't
are-
have.
As you say that, in front of you there is almost like a little bento box shaped like a capsule that is from this place that you can see off in the distance called Pods. None of you have heard of this before, but as each of you opens your little capsule up, it is an almost carbon copy identical sandwich. One piece of cheese, one piece of mystery lunch meat, one piece of perfectly square lettuce, and Gibbs's is
Package and all.
Oh, that's
It
not...
was so good. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If yeah, I know my lunch bill is sometimes a little high. Do you think I could get a second, please?
Did you eat the box?
Yeah. Are you supposed to return it?
No, but you're not supposed to eat it.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm sure. Oh,
Anyways,
You can have mine, Gibbs.
okay. They taste exactly the same.
weird.
So-
Nice.
We gotta talk about this mission.
Okay.
This is our first undercover mission. We haven't done anything like this before. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little worried. After watching you guys interact with the media that one time, Echo, you weren't here for this, but oh man, it was rough.
It was amazing.
It was not fun.
I'll send you the
I had a
video
great
later.
time.
I had an interesting time.
I'm surprised we didn't get a sponsorship from that, but I tried.
Anyways, because of that, I am a little bit nervous, so I decided we should establish our covers now. Mosaic has already taken the liberty of carving out some little spots in the town that we're going to, which, by the way, my request was approved. We are heading to the town of Ara's Bay.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
And Spice, you actually, living the lifestyle that you have, would know Ara's Bay. This is a very much, think like Hawaii, mixed in some ways with like Miami. There is definitely nightlife aspects. There are clubs, there are casinos. There are also like beautiful beaches, like holistic healing places. There's a huge nature reserve. There are a lot of things located around Ara's Bay. It's known for a whole variety of things, but it is a very nice luxury kind of tropical location. So we took some time to carve out places for all of us, and there are some negotiable details, but I guess, which ones do you guys want? And he pulls out this tiny little briefcase, and from it,
God,
yeah,
he's a
it's
cute
so
rat
small.
with a cute suitcase.
Leather briefcase, clicks the little clips. Pull my covers up here. Okay, so the first one I really thought would be good for Bubs, just because he's so youthful. But this
Not
one
anymore.
is a community college student. They're going to be a life sciences major, and really your goal here, and really all of our goal, is we're looking for a former General Protectorate doctor. This is somebody who worked with them on some kind of a project and all kind of government-related stuff. But the USR is offering close to 500,000 credits in a reward. Now listen really carefully. It's not just for the doctor. It's also for whatever it is that he is up to currently. We need to know what the research is, and that is why we can't just move in. We need to figure out who this is, who they are hiding as, what they are doing, and then, if possible, return them and their research to the USR. This is a 550,000 credit mission. This would be huge. And if you all finish this without doing too much damage to the surrounding community, Gibbs, then
Gibbs.
we will be even. You will no longer owe Mosaic Corporation money. Gibbs, you can take a vacation. All of those things will be possible. This is a huge deal for us.
Oh my goodness. I want this so badly.
Also, on a personal note, I haven't been outside of my own ship or planet in close to 10 years. So I really need this, guys.
Heard.
Are you worried about making that adjustment, Pete?
No. It'll be fine. You know, I'm used to just kind of doing my own thing, but I can do my own thing, and you'll be respectful of my space and my things, I'm sure. You know, nobody's gonna smoke in the house, right? That's important because I have, you know, sensitive
Spice
nose.
puts out her cigarette on the table.
We'll definitely assign you a space.
Okay.
Just
Well-
to be clear, Peep, you mentioned that Team 5 would be free and clear of debt. Does that include all members of Team 5?
no, sorry, Echo. We're gonna have to work on yours for a little bit.
That
But
is understandable.
in terms of your contract to Mosaic Team 5, it does move you to a different tier, actually all of you, to a different tier of healthcare. There's going to be a lot of things that come with successful completion of this mission. So guys, we could actually potentially bypass Mosaic Team 3. And sure, there's nobody left alive in Mosaic Team 3, but they're still ranked higher than us, which doesn't sit great with me. So if we could...
Don't listen to him. I'm still your healthcare provider. You're not allowed to. No, none of that. No public doctors. But improved ranking would be great.
Yes. So, that is my point. I really want to make this successful. So, for covers, we have this community college student.
Okay.
We also managed to secure a job as a cook at a pretty well-known bar in this place. We know that this doctor was a Dr. Maldross, I think.
Okay.
It's somebody who is a drinker, and so we're expecting them to be pretty present at some of the nightlife there. We also managed to apply for and receive the job of police deputy.
Wait, what was his name?
Whose?
Maldross. Dr. Maldross.
Oh, the bounty. Yeah, Dr. Maldross. I guess
Wait
he
a
was
second.
a General Protectorate doctor of some kind. So we also have a police deputy that was assigned to the community college. We have a bartender that's at the same bar that the person assigned to being a cook will work. We really want people to work as teams. And then Echo. We got just the job for you. We found a job for a company called Rocket Courier. And it's really one of the, he takes out his communicator, like scrolls through his apps. One of these great things, and really it's like a Grubhub style thing.
You see Echo's eyes like briefly flicker off and says,
No. It's great because, yes, I understand that you are vastly overqualified for this position, but somebody with this uniform can get in pretty much anywhere. You need to hold the job so that we can use that uniform when it comes time for that phase of the plan. But I'm getting ahead of myself. These are the covers that we have.
That's it? Community college student, cook at a bar, police deputy, and rocket courier.
Shouldn't there be one more?
Bartender.
Bartender.
Yeah.
Oh, it's bartender and cook.
And
Yeah,
bartender.
so that's the thing. So the community college student and the police deputy is going to be assigned to the community college. The idea is they want people working in pairs. There are 5 of you, and so the only other one that they have is this rocket courier job, which will give you a van, theoretically, and a uniform that are very inconspicuous showing up at places. Should you need to break in somewhere, probably pretty helpful.
So, college kid, police deputy, cook, shade, bartender, rocket courier?
Yeah.
Does that sound fair?
Spice doesn't mind. I don't know what. Peep, which one did you had in mind for us?
I just kind of assumed that you could do things with a bar since every time that you call, you're...
I would gladly take it.
So, bartender, cook?
I don't
Police
think you should be
deputy?
in a kitchen. You're gross.
College kid? None of
Peep
these
says,
fit
no,
me.
Spice, it's not gross, but Gibbs, we do need to talk about what it means to go undercover.
I have thought considerably about this, and I will gladly perform as expected. I will, when we get there, take a bath and maintain that
We should work at a dirty bar.
for at least a week.
Oh.
That's a good start, Gibbs.
I even did my hair for this outing. It's clean.
You don't need to see a sense motive check just to see that this is like a... Oh, yeah, no, I see that.
I'm trying.
No, I know you are, Gibbs. But this is a little bit more than trying. We need to apprehend somebody. So we need to take this really seriously. And I think that you would be good in this role. You get to be around food. You can, take some and try some new things and maybe learn to do things with it. That's not putting it under your bed. And
Spice.
Yes. That means we're working together in even closer quarters.
Oh my god!
I can't wait.
We could be friends! Best friends!
We are best friends. Oh my god, yes!
you can see the whole food court turns. Everybody's staring at your group.
Spice doesn't
And
care.
Peep's
She's like
ears go down, and
gripping
he's like,
Gibbs.
guys, this is the opposite of what we want for undercover.
Right,
Undercover
sorry.
hasn't started. You have to tell me. You have to tell me the moment it starts, because the moment it starts, I will take a bath. I will wash my hands. I will, I don't know. What do people do?
I
Comb
don't
their
know.
hair?
I'm so eager for that, but can we just for a moment, okay? We have one more thing to talk about.
Okay.
And then I will set you free to go shopping to get whatever it is that you need, and then I am going to very hesitantly travel with you guys to Aura's Bay.
Oh, Peep, it'll be fun.
But what I need for all of you to do is think about how much you want to spend on a location. I scouted out a place that I think would be perfect for us to stay at. It's right on Sarenrae Drive, and it is a 3-bedroom apartment. We will need to share one bathroom, but it has hardwood floors. It has gas stoves. It's right in the middle of Aura's Bay. It's sort of like on the 2nd floor of an apartment building, and the elevator is broken, and the walls are the grossest color of beige. But aside from all that, it has a kitchen. It has bedrooms. I'll take one of them, and you guys can split the other 2. And that's only 1,000 credits a week. Just
Wait,
kind of a
quick
steal.
question. Where's our ship going to be located?
At the spaceport, the William Murray Memorial Spaceport.
So that and my med bay are not going to be, like, immediately accessible? Just...
Oh, I'm having the med bay drop. It should be there when we get back to your ship.
Right, but if the ship and the med bay, which is on the ship, are in Williams Bay, which is far from
Can't be that
Maze
far.
Bay or whatever, are they going to be accessible? Is it walking distance?
It depends on how far you want to walk. The apartment that I just mentioned?
Yes.
Not really.
Oh, okay.
But anywhere that you would stay around there is like a motel or like a place like that, which
Right.
I don't really want to stay in.
Okay.
There are more expensive options too, but I don't know how much you guys want to spend because
Like
it does.
what?
Well, there's a suburban townhouse that I found that's a little bit closer to the water, and it's located around a grocery store and some more helpful things. It's a whole townhouse, so we would have 2 stories. There's 4 bedrooms there. There's hardwood floors. There's a tile kitchen. There's a bathroom on both floors, so that would be kind of a plus. And there's even a little backyard.
And how much is that per week or whatever?
2,000 credits a week.
So that would jump us a whole 1,000 credits for my math, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's doubling.
Oh, we have a pet. What about Squeak?
Oh, God. And he just crosses out the apartment. Well, that leaves the townhouse and the expensive option, but if a jump in 1,000 credits is too much, I don't even think you want to hear about it.
No,
Tell me.
I think that the reasonable option is the 4-bedroom townhouse.
I just want to hear it.
You guys don't want any smart lighting or stereo systems.
Tell
You don't
me.
need a pool.
I
or
do.
a great room.
I want it.
What would we do with a bar?
Tell me.
Or a 45-foot wide, wall-wide screen? I mean, we wouldn't even be able to
We
see
could
anything.
we could make a slideshow of all of my selfies on that TV.
We see that every day.
It's a 32K TV, too.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Think about how my pimples would look in that. Whoa!
Yeah, so anyways, that one is a 6-bedroom, 2-story villa with an upper and lower porch and 3 full bathrooms, a half bathroom by the pool. It is located basically on the beach, but you're looking at around 8,000 credits. a week.
So
Yeah, but
okay,
split between 6 people, how much is that? Is it really that expensive?
I think I'm advocating for the townhouse option, please.
Bubs, what do you think about this?
This Dr. Muldross, do you have a picture of him?
Yeah, hang on. And he opens his briefcase and kind of shuffles around a couple of things, and he pulls out this tattered photo. And you can see this gentleman looks very much like a figure from your past. As you look at it for a moment, it's almost like this picture moves in front of you in grainy film, and you can see this brown-haired doctor, shocks of white down the sides, look out at you and just kind of smile, and then you have to shake that away. But certainly the same Dr. Maldross.
Oh, yeah, could I hold on to that?
I'll make you a copy if you want, but this is from our file, so I have to hold on
yeah.
to it. Sorry, Bubs.
Sure, no problem.
But good idea. I'll get all of you guys a copy of that picture.
Yeah.
What about the townhouse?
Oh, yeah. Townhouse is a good idea.
All right, that's 2 for Townhouse. Echo, what do you think?
I personally am all right with a closet, but it seems that most of my teammates would prefer the townhouse.
Well, yeah, there's closets in the townhouse.
I shall take that.
Wonderful. All right, sorry, Spice. Sounds like the townhouse it is.
Because
Hi.
I know Shade would have wanted the most reasonable option, but if that's not an option, this is the most reasonable one, right?
Well, you
What a
guys have a
shame.
dog, so we can't use the apartment. We
Correct.
kind of need to go with the townhouse, so. All right, no problem. So I know where we're going to stay. You guys have an idea as to what your covers are going to be. Think about some names. If you have them now, that's great. But you can think about them a little bit if you want. Personally, I always try to go off of some kind of variation of my own name. So if I get confused, I don't
Great.
forget.
Mine's gonna be Delilah Morning Lark.
You said Delilah Morninglark the cook?
Yup. I once saw this advertisement of this really fashionable woman, and her name was Delilah, and she always spoke to people on the radio and just seemed to give really good advice.
I love that.
So I'm gonna be Delilah because I'm gonna remember that.
Delilah.
Yeah. That's definitely who Gibbs looks up
You
to.
can see he just kind of taps away in his little pad. Delilah Morninglark. Okay. Does anybody else have a name? You guys need some time, or?
I suppose I shall take the standard name of the rocket couriers, which is Rocco, and I suppose Unit 36 would be best.
Rocco 36. Sounds like a winner to me, I guess. What about you, Bubs? Do you have a kind of name that you want? I know I have this request from you to something about Adam, but what would you like to be?
Adam has a mullet, don't you know?
Dr. Muldross.
You can't use that name because that's the person you're going after.
Would they be confused though?
I'm sorry. Yeah, Adam Price, Bubs, can't you just make something up for me, Peep?
Yeah, I can. Are you okay, Bubs?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. What about you, Spice?
Donna Valentine here.
Madonna Valentine.
Donna, short for Madonna.
And you're going to be the bartender?
You betcha. I was made for this job, and she flicks her hair.
It's gonna be like that Tom Cruise movie Cocktail.
Ugh.
I don't know what you're talking about, but yes.
All of
Over
their
there,
bartending.
where they're just like throwing up.
So Rocco 36, Madonna Valentine, Delilah Morning Lark, and I guess if we're going to go with all these names, you know, Bubs, I'm really thinking, you seem like a Dan to me. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Daniel Danielson. That sounds like a human name to me. Is that human?
Yeah, that sounds human.
Yeah, that sounds like
They like to
nuclear.
name themselves after
feels
themselves.
better about their cover name.
You're looking a little peakish here, and I pull out of one of my cargo vests one of the 40 that I have
Sure.
of the Squeaky Queen wipes, and I slide it. I don't slide it across the table. I give it to you. You should wipe your head with this or something.
And I kind of like miss grabbing it, and then I finally make the connection and grab it.
Thank you. I needed this.
I know.
I'm gonna clean up my face and just.
Yeah, Danielson sounds super.
Okay, great. So we have covers for all of you guys. I can finalize the application for this townhouse rental, and I'll get started and all that. You guys probably have some shopping that you want to do. I already have a bathing suit, but you probably want to pack one. Yeah, do you guys have any questions about this place or anything you want to know?
Spice like pulls peep in. We actually have heard about Mr. Maldros before.
Oh,
Dr. Maldros.
okay. Is there anything that could be helpful to us for our mission? I mean, would he...
I think I know him. I think I grew up with him.
Oh, is this going to be like a problem? Is this like a relative or...
It's. I don't think it will be a problem. I kind of know him. It's not going to affect the mission at all.
We would need to be wary that he could recognize you.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So,
No, I don't think he would no. It's-
Bubs, you probably look the same since you were a small
No.
child. I'm picturing, like, you know how babies are bald? I'm just picturing you on a... It's like the same in my head when I think about the progression of you growing up. All of those photos people take of their kids as they grow up, it's just the same person.
No, it was more like a friend of a friend of a friend. Like there's
Friend?
no,
That's
there's
not what I saw.
no way. No,
Okay, well, as long as it won't be a problem, I guess that's fine.
of course not. We're Mosaic Team 5. There's no problem we can't handle.
Well, I could actually list at least one, and it was multi-millions of credits, but neither here nor there. Why don't you guys go out, grab your supplies for this mission, and meet back in, how long do you guys need? Like an hour?
That should be sufficient.
Yeah, who's going to the alien version of CVS?
I'm going to Claire's.
Okay.
Do you want augmentations, Bubbles?
Yeah, I guess I could stop by there.
Let's go get some impulse tattoos. We go.
But it's
You
Claire's, so
yank
they
them
definitely just
Yeah.
rub right off.
Impulse augmentations.
As we're going, I'm just gonna text the group. Don't tell Peep.
What?
I text back, okay, smiley face, butt emoji. You need sunscreen? You're awfully pale? Question mark.
Nice.
There's just a single question mark from Echo.
Yeah, Bubs just texts back SPF 150.
This is just like liquid metal that you put on yourself. It reflects the sun.
I send a little sun emoji with a thumbs up. Echo, well, people, why don't you wait to go to the ship? I'll come pick you up and I'll walk you there. The ship's locked with my handprint, my paw print anyways.
Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Okay, I'll walk you there and we can chat on the way, but I am going to stop by CVS. Are you sure you don't need anything, or do you want to
I'll just come
with
with
us?
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to come with us too?
I was hoping to visit the sporting goods supply store
Okay.
for their hunting section.
Hunting.
I mean, I'm not there, but I'm curious.
Well, I'm sure Shade would appreciate like a, you know, those yellow balls, tennis balls maybe.
For Squeaky.
Yeah, could you grab a few for me?
I can indeed.
Okay, you can just Venmo request me if you need any credits for anything, but
Not
Peep and I will
sponsored.
go to
Certainly,
CVS.
I shall pay Mal you.
Yes, pay now.
Hey, man.
Hey, Mal.
Pay now.
So you go to the EP Mart, which
Yes.
is a very similar thing to like a 7-Eleven or a CVS. No problem. Echo, you head off towards Rick's Sporting Goods. The two of you are heading off in the direction of essentially what is Claire's. Give me 1 second. Let me find out
Yeah.
what this is called.
Wrong one.
Okay.
Oh,
So
this is Weapon Fusions.
you guys are heading over to the Piercing Pagodax. So, no problem.
Piercing Pagodax.
You walk through the mall. As you do, you pass by families, you pass by all kinds of people, aliens. You see like skittering 8-legged creatures that move in groups, talking in common. But ultimately, you make your way to this large, what is it called? An octagonal store. As you go in, mirrors make the space seem very large. It is a bright, clean room, and all located across are shelves and shelves and shelves of different kinds of jewelry. You see like earrings, you see body jewelry, and you see a Lashunta male sitting behind the counter talking to a little girl who is purchasing a pair of earrings. As you look over this individual, I would say, Spice, you certainly recognize, as they move around a little bit and talk with this individual and turn, though they are indoors, they are wearing sunglasses. And as you look at them, there are no arms or legs to these. They seem almost implemented into the face itself, certainly an augmentation.
Nice. She goes up to him and says, "Howdy."
Turns, kind of finishes with this customer and turns to you. Can I help you?
I'm here for some augmentations. Low-level stuff.
Well, we have a few of those, but it takes an hour to get any of that kind of stuff on board. So what are you looking for? We got, and he pulls up, and it's like a metal, almost like a Rolodex, and he's like turning these different laminated pieces, which are like manufacturer brochures. Prosthetic limbs. We have some vocal modulators, if that's kind of your thing. If you want to be heard a little bit louder, he kind of flips the page. We got voice amplifiers. What are you looking for?
She like flips through it, and then she lands on this like scaly choker.
Okay.
And she's like, "Is this a dragon gland?"
He kind of turns and takes a look at this. What are you looking for here?
The dragon gland worming. It's level 2.
It's good.
It is good. That's
Oh,
why I
that is.
chose
Oh,
it.
sorry. So this is a biotech or something of that nature.
Is it? I'm pretty sure it falls under augmentation.
Yeah. So augmentation is split into several different things. There is biotech, cybernetics.
Oh, yeah, cybernetic.
magitech. It's cybernetic.
Let me see. Vocal modulator? No, biotech, you're right. Biotech.
Okay, biotech. Give me 1 moment to get there.
I just looked it up.
All different-
Wicked good. I remember that one.
Dragon gland. Okay. So you take a look at this thing, and certainly it looks almost like a choker, but instead of negative spaces, these are just scales sequenced together. He nods and says, "Very good eye. What are you looking for this to do?"
Bobby, there's 4 options.
Oh, I'm
Which
good at
one
picking
should I
options.
guess? Which flavor, as Chipping Crumb would say?
Oh,
You can see there is this kind of green one. There's a blue one. There is a almost like electric blue border on a white one, and then there is a deep red one, almost crimson.
In Bubs' mind, he's picturing. What was the color of the dress that you went to the?
It was a
Fire.
red dress.
Fire.
That was, yeah.
Damn, good Bubsy fact.
Yeah, so Bubby just JD moment from Scrubs,
Yeah.
and you just remember Spice, like super fancy red dress, tons of
The
makeup.
blood.
Yeah.
Exactly. You all see the very pale Bub suddenly become very red faced.
Bubby, what are you thinking about?
nothing, just the color red.
And I'm gonna touch my nose and just see a little red on my finger.
I think the red one would look great on you.
All right, we'll take the fire one.
That'll be 800 credits.
All right. She's like, ugh, fine.
Okay. You transmit 800 credits over. No problem. You can add Dragon Gland. And as he packages this up, he says, now, do you have a surgeon or somebody to implement this?
We do, in fact.
All right.
She's thinking of Gibbs. I'm pretty sure I got someone who can do this.
Well, you're luckier than most. How about you, fella? You need anything?
I'm looking for something on this mall. I think they're called personal upgrades.
Personal upgrades? What kind of personal upgrade are we talking?
Maybe a synaptic accelerator or an ability crystal or...
Size enhancement.
You're talking about some
doesn't
magical
need it.
things here.
It's either technology, hybrid, or magic.
No, I know.
Yeah, it's either
But
one.
what he is saying is, you're talking about things that function through magic, and
Yeah,
I don't really care
whatever it
any of
is.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any of that. I have some very basic augmentations that fall into cybernetics and fall into biotech. That's mostly it.
I have another one. She like keeps flicking through it, and she sees gills that you can apply to your neck. Is this a gill sheath, perhaps?
This is?
We're going to the beach soon, so maybe breathing underwater would be helpful. I'll take it.
So this is something I want to be pretty clear. When you get it implemented, it's a process to get out. He
Why
points
would
at
I
the
ever want to get it
sunglasses
out?
like, I can't just take these off.
Well, I can still breathe oxygen through the air, right? If I have gill teeth?
Yes, but you seem like a woman that likes to present herself. You're gonna have gills.
Yeah, but there's...
Turtlenecks forever is what he's saying.
Why would I need to be ashamed of gills?
You
People
don't
have...
need to be ashamed.
She, like, shows you this disgusting, gnarly scar that she has on her neck. Like, I'm not afraid of my body.
I think you'll look great in anything.
Thank you, Bubby.
Especially gills.
Yeah.
Gills and dragon glands. You just got nodules on your neck.
But, like, yeah. Oh, I want it. It's cheap.
That'll be 100 credits if you really do. Although, again, I recommend against it. I have a friend who got some, and they didn't like
They
it much.
regret. Well, what is the undoing process if it's really that bad?
It's a surgical procedure to get it implemented, so it's a surgical procedure to remove it.
Well, I want to buy it, and then we can decide if I want to put it on. I want to have it. I'll flip a coin later.
Hey, I'm not the boss of you. He goes, packages it up. All right, that's another 100 credits.
You got it.
900 total.
That's hurts. I hate that.
Any of the, sorry, do you need anything else, or you okay over there?
Hold on.
I might come back later.
Okay.
I have one more.
Turns over to you. Yes.
That vocal modulator, put it in the cart.
He smiles and says, "So for a vocal modulator, that's going to be an additional, call it 150 credits.
Oh, why? That's not how they usually go on the market. You're marking it up too much.
Make a diplomacy check."
Gladly. Can't I get a discount because I've already bought 2 things? Diplomacy is going to be a 22.
A 22. You know, I haven't had a lot of people, and everybody who's come in today has bought earrings. It's a pretty good sale. 100 credits. I'm giving you a discount.
75.
Don't push it.
I want to push it. Come on, I bought something for, you know, I'm at 1,000 credits already. Can't you bring it down just a little bit? And she, like, leans on the counter and, like, boobs his nose.
Oh.
She Lily looks over at you. You're in trouble, fella. Fine.
Well,
It's a deal.
like
Nice.
trouble.
Damn straight he
It
does.
is 975.
Alright, 975, and she, like, hands you her cred stick.
So you can mark that off your credits and add those things to your inventory. Now, as a reminder, per level, it takes an hour to be surgically implemented. And for these things, you know, it's tough to do. This is not an easy process.
I just want to have them, and
Okay.
I don't necessarily want to put them all in yet, but we're here now, so I feel
I
like
just want to make sure you know it's not like, you know, it's not like putting in earrings. This is like a whole new
it's like,
organ.
literally an augmentation.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
No,
Okay.
yes, I understand the
No worries,
severity
no worries,
of
no
this.
worries. So the two of you do this.
This store sells earrings, right?
Correct.
Is there like a store just that has like sentimental stuff and like
Like Hallmark with knickknacks.
yeah, like a Hallmark, but like for like
Stormark.
lovers or like whatever, or like
There's
just, like,
the stuffed animal creation shop, Fill a Friend.
is there a jewelry store?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to go to a jewelry store.
Sure. So
Without spice.
so
Okay.
across the way,
Walk
there's...
yourself back to the ship, bitch. See you later.
Damn,
Well,
yeah, that's
Spice
cool.
also needs to go to a different jewelry store.
They just end up in the same store.
I think
That'd
mine.
be so funny. I like two opposite ends, and they're both like, oh shit.
So,
can't believe he's
no
here.
problem. You can go across the way to Quick Repair Gems, Watches, and Comms. They have a huge, and you as you walk in, maybe Bubs doesn't know this, but Dan, this is definitely like a pawn shop kind of situation. But there are all kinds of different like little knickknacks. There's jewelry. There's like a whole, definitely a case of used phones, comms. But you walk in and you can see this tiny little Skittermander. This is a small, little blue creature with all these different little limbs, and they're just kind of walking around organizing stuff. But they turn over and they just look at you. They turn their head and they just go, "What can I get for you?"
I love that. Oh my god, I love that.
I'm looking for like
And I'm
this.
and it's an artifact. I don't know if there's like future versions of it, but it's like a ring. It's like two pairs of rings.
Sure.
And on it is like a screen, like a small little screen that shows like a heartbeat,
Yeah.
and it shows both the heartbeats of both individuals.
Roll a D100.
Someone.
It's like the little the significant other pillows where like when
Yeah.
someone else is
Good.
cuddling with them.
A 13.
Not exactly, but he kind of walks over and you can see, moves to this tall, almost like a china cabinet, and unlocks it, opens it up, and kind of goes around. He pulls out what look almost like snow globes, and he's like, "These were kind of similar. If you touch one, it would light up on the other. But kind of old." And he holds up this like ancient-looking, three-pronged plug. Not wireless at all.
Whoa.
Oh, so it needs electricity?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Do you have anything? I don't know, that was like powered by like human body energy?
I have a flashlight.
No. Do you just have any like normal jewelry then?
Yeah,
Like
come
matching?
here. And he kind of like brings you down to the lower sort of counter, and you can see all kinds of rings, earrings, weird little like things that look like they're designed to pierce something much tougher than skin. But what are you looking for specifically here?
I'm looking for something. What is this?
This is what I'm trying to buy, but
No, but that's a
you
magic
also-
item. There's like no magic
Oh
items here.
shit. Okay.
I'm just looking for something sentimental that I can give.
A lady friend?
Yeah, like a lady friend that like makes her feel like
A lady?
yeah, that can like kind of remind her. I don't know, like in my mind, it's like something that like lets her know that I'm thinking of her. Through like either magical or technological ways, or like maybe I don't know, whatever you can think of.
Sure. So, like, bending down, he kind of goes over. He's like, "Oh, I have just the thing." He reaches in and pulls out this little, like, velvet crush bag. And within, he pulls out, at first, what looks like a single ring. And it looks like it has a shooting star on it. And he's like, "You can separate this in two." And he kind of pierces it apart. And you can see the interior of the shooting star pulls away and leaves just an outline on the other one. When you separate, the person leaving takes the outline. And then when they return, you become whole. And he kind of like puts the two rings. It takes a second, but they just kind of click together.
Great. I'll take one of those.
All right, that'll be 10 credits.
Okay. And do you have any like box of cigars?
Yeah, probably. You're not really like picky about the kind.
Just like mid quality.
Yeah, hang on one second. He goes back and he kind of goes into the back room. You hear something unlock and then like a few coins jingling around. Then he comes out carrying a wrapped in plastic, completely brand new box of cigars.
Do you deliver?
I mean, how far? To ships, yeah, of course. But if you need me to like walk this to your planet,
I'm gonna give the address of Steel.
this is an off-world address. Yeah, it's gonna be more expensive than the item.
It's okay.
All right. 70 credits. I mean, that's an expensive ship.
How good are these cigars?
Like middle quality.
How expensive?
How expensive are the real expensive ones?
I don't have any really.
Okay, I'll take the best you have then.
Holds up the box.
Okay.
I don't really have a lot of cigars.
Yeah, I'll just take it. Whatever.
No problem.
Yeah.
So in total, you're looking at 130 credits
Yep.
shipped, and with your rings. So you
Nice.
can add all that to your inventory, no problem. Echo, where are you going off to?
Echo's looking around for Rick's Sporting Goods.
No problem. You find Rick's Sporting Goods up on the second floor, really broad, sweeping space, green carpets, and all kinds of like strange alien creatures, bedecked in different kinds of hunting gear. There's like different aisles of like 1,000 different sporting goods. There's so many sports now in the galaxy. But what are you looking for?
Echo's poking around for some waymarker ribbon, which is basically just like a roll of brightly colored tape that you can like attach,
Yeah,
so that you can find where you're headed.
No problem. No problem whatsoever. That's easy to find. So,
Echo's got a list now.
okay. So what else are you looking for?
Echo's also looking for some camouflage membrane that they can wear over their gear,
Sure. So you can find like a poncho that's basically the same thing. No problem.
an emergency beacon.
Okay. You would remember that I believe you have already obtained 3 as a group, but if you want, certainly they sell them here.
Echo's gonna pick up 2 of those.
Okay.
They're also gonna look for a couple things they might not have in the hunting section.
Sure.
They're looking for like a multi-tool of some type that might help to open doors.
So are you looking for like a glass cutter? Are you looking for like
Something called an any key?
An any key is not something you would have in a sporting goods store, unfortunately.
Didn't think so.
Yeah.
Echo just thought they'd check.
But you take a minute to look. You find all kinds of pocket knives. You find a really nice stopwatch. You find windproof lighters, but nothing really that's going to work as an all-purpose lock or unlock, rather.
Echo tries to see if there's like little pocket additions to jackets and whatnot that you can add that expand out and maybe hide things so that they can almost like cargo shorts on the inside.
Sure.
In the
You
form
can
of
see
concealed
they're not really
compartments.
meant to like conceal weapons necessarily, but absolutely they're stow as you go pockets. You can buy them and add them to the inside
What
of
the
things.
fuck? How did you find out about that? I want stow and go pockets.
But
I'm
yeah,
not there, but
yeah, it's something that you can easily add. It adds to most synthetic fabrics, and it works with this bonding agent that really melts the fabric together. So it's a pretty good attachment. Certainly.
2 more things they might have there, like some kind of, like Echo's kind of like encountered different plants, and this might be something that they have at the gardening store, but they've heard of like some kind of moss that just like kind of attaches to you and like cleans as it goes.
Sure.
seeing as you go mom.
Echo thought that Nikolai would be a little conspicuous, and they need a cover story.
So you want moss.
Well, moss.
I mean, there's moss. You know, you could buy moss. Whether or not it's going to clean as it goes, kind of hard to tell. But sure.
Echo has no idea if this moss cleans as it goes, but they're gonna go for that moss.
So you buy a little terrarium. Most of it is moss. There's like a little aloe plant of some kind, but you buy that, no problem.
And then they're looking for like a travel guide, some kind that would like detail the area of Ars Bay.
Make a perception check. Actually, you know what? Roll a 100-sided die.
Whoa. That one. We'll go red, green, and black. Alright, that's a 92.
92. Well, it is 8:45. So before I go upstairs and grab this map, it is a great place for us to take a break. It is 8:45. We're going to step away for 10 minutes really quick. Oh, wait. We end at 9?
No, 9:30.
9:30? What time do we end?
I feel
Usually
it's
like
9
9
to
to
9:30. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Wow, I lost track of time. So what do you guys want to do? You want to take a quick break and then come back for like the very end, or do you want to just steamroll through the next 15 minutes?
I mean, I just peed, so I'm good.
I'm
I don't
good.
feel the need to get up.
Okay.
Steamroll away, no
There we
televoice this
go.
week.
So, no breaks for
No
you.
boys this week.
No
I've
breaks for
gone
you,
through 4,
child.
so I'm good.
There we go. So, no problem. I guess I'm not going to go get the map, so I'll get it next week. But what I will tell you is you find a brochure. This is the comprehensive guide to Ars Bay. And on it, on the back, as you unroll it, there's a map. And it has literally house for house everything that is in this city. You see on the eastern side of this place, the William Murray Memorial Airport, or Spaceport, sorry. You can see it's designed for multiple large ships to come in, probably cruise liners, and then there's several areas for smaller ships as well. There's a road that leads into the main part of town. You can see up in the northern section, all suburban, large, almost mansions, like probably a place where a lot of rich people live or stay. If you were to have like a luxury villa, you can see the northern section, the beach wraps around the west of the town, and then again, in like a private bay, dips in on the north. And this northernmost street is just like private beach all the way across. Probably your villa would have been there. You can see leading from the airport to town, there's a whole strip of areas that is like the nightlife area. Further south, there is much more upscale kind of like nightclubs and things like that. But around the airport, there are motels. You see a place that is called Dirty Dirk's. There's like all kinds of things that are happening.
Is that the bar we're gonna be working at?
It is not a bar.
Okay.
They definitely serve alcohol there, but it is not a bar.
Okay.
There's a buffet.
There is a buffet.
Okay.
Yes, it is that kind of place.
Gotcha.
There is in the center of town all kinds of what you would imagine like a town center to be. So there's a huge grocery store. There is a hollow cinema. There are closer down to the beach on the northeastern side of town. There's a massive boardwalk that you can see. It probably at one time was just a wharf, but over time has been expanded to create this huge swath of land. There's all kinds of stuff that you find out about this place. But as you read the front, this is a town that is really well known for their runner dolphins. That kind of, I think you guys already learned about them.
Yeah.
Have these lights that go underneath the water. Also known for Bay Lockout, which the brochure would tell you this year is the first year that there's potentially an undefeated team that is competing.
Time to defeat them.
The 11-0, challenge accepted. Let's go play the sport we've never played and be the best at it.
Mosaic Team 5.
Of interest to Bubs, there is, the Humidor, which is a galaxy-renowned destination for buying and partaking in cigars. There is the Rocket Courier HQ, which you can see marked as a mobile van that moves around from place to place.
There's one of Echo's eyes kind of like flicks on and off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Annoyed.
But you see all this kind of stuff. This is a place that is very much like a tropical town with palm trees and beaches and tropical drinks. There is a big, star-shaped thing on the front that says "Open Carry Legal." So both weapons and alcohol are open carry in Ars Bay.
Nice.
But yeah, this is a party place. This is basically a resort/beach town.
I want this in real
Surfing
life.
is huge here. There is a big raw seafood culture within this place. But yeah, pretty much with that roll, natural 20, anything you want to know about this place, you can find out. There's a little thing that you can take a picture of with your comm, and it says, "Find out more." And
The little QR code.
Yeah, exactly.
There's one last thing. Echo swings by like the swimming and like water sports section and looks for some hydro jets that they can attach to their shoes to give them some, better mobility in the water.
Hydrojets. Give me 1 second. That's an augmentation?
It's an upgrade.
Upgrades they have. Give me 1 second. Okay. So, all combined, and I'll say with that previous D100 roll, let's say... not jump jets, but hydro jets. All told, that skyrockets your price. Those 2,000 credits. Everything else combined, about 210.
Okay.
210.
So it's a grand total of 2210.
Yes.
Echo doesn't haggle. Echo just pays.
2210 out of your account, and straight into your pocket go all those items. The hydro jets you can add later, but those are absolutely an armor upgrade that will work for you. And now I'm envisioning like water skiing Echo, and I think that's a fantastic.
I love that.
Man. No boat required. So that is Echo taking care of Echo business. Gibbs.
I walk with Peep, and I make sure as I'm walking, I sort of do that prestidigitation thing where I sort of get a little cleaner, like subtly.
Okay.
Well, I'm so glad you're joining us on this journey. I did sort of implement a new policy, and I'm really hoping you're supporting of it because it's well-intentioned and important. And you are going to be expected to participate as long as you're a member of our crew. We're doing weekly dinners.
Oh, yeah. No, fine. That's fine.
Oh, okay. Cool. It wasn't in the handbook or anything, but like for morale, it felt important.
Yeah, no, you guys can really, I mean, you can eat whatever you want. I'm happy to come to a family dinner. I mean, do I have to cook?
Well, it's sort of like potluck style, so like if you have something to share, that'd be great. But if not, like meat pucks for everybody, we're good.
So Gibbs, the thing about me is I don't really like to try new things. I'm kind of pre-packing my sandwiches.
Okay.
That's why I was in line for so long. I bought over 200 of them.
Oh, wow.
It's hard for me to go far from home because they have everything that I like. So I'm doing my best to try to do that.
And I'm happy to just have your presence. You do not have to feel obligated to eat any of the food or try anything new. Really, it's more of a morale tool to ensure emotional stability with the crew that I implemented with my authority as medical officer.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Cool. Great.
It doesn't really have anything to do with you being a medical officer, but I mean, if you guys
It
want
does, for sure.
dinner together, you guys can just eat dinner together.
Well, no, okay, I'm making it an obligation.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't think you can do that.
Well, I think it has to start that way, and then eventually they're gonna enjoy it enough that it'll become less mandatory.
I want to be clear. We're talking about Mosaic Team 5, because this also sounds kind of like a kidnapping situation.
No. It's just while we're on the ship together, they're expected to eat with each other. It's team building.
Okay.
So you, as a member of Mosaic Team 5, with your support, I think it would be really important if you as an act of leadership participated. That's all I'm asking, really.
Here's the thing. Orion will probably get mad at me if I'm associated with this in any way. So what I can do for you, Gibbs, is really just not pay attention to that and show up for dinner every time. And yeah, I'll do my part.
Great, that sounds great. That's all I'm asking
Awesome.
for. Okay, we're at the Easy Peasy
The EP Mart.
DP Market, and I fill a cart with sunscreen and allergy medication and over-the-counter painkiller.
Okay,
I don't know, like whatever. And I also buy like a few pairs of like really cheap flip-flops and a few like bathing suit cover-ups that you get at like Walgreens or whatever.
Yeah, sure. All like the really, really cheap. Like,
Yeah,
things
like
you can
they're
buy
crap, but
impulse,
like
yeah.
I don't have it and I don't really know what I'm getting.
Yeah. Everything that looks vaguely tropical or beachy.
Yeah, like a
you
big
just
hat,
grab it.
like a few hats and stuff.
Sunglasses.
Sunglasses. Oh, Peep! I got this shirt for you, but it was not here.
Oh.
You don't have to try it on, and you can wash it. It's fine.
Okay.
And I hand him a Scat Rat shirt.
He takes it and goes, Scab Rat.
That's my last name.
Oh.
It's like
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, like a family reunion thing.
My cult.
Yeah. we got t-shirts made and like you're a Yosoki and like you don't have to wear it, but like ta-da! You're welcome to the family.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I'll wear this to the beach. Sure. He
Yeah.
takes it and kind of throws it over his shoulder.
Yeah, beach cover up, whatever.
Thanks, Gibbs.
Yeah, anytime.
Gibbs?
Yeah.
Can you just put this in your vest so people don't think I'm stealing it? 'Cause
Oh,
I
right.
always get nervous
Well,
about
matches
that.
the one I'm already wearing, but yes, I do that. Sorry.
Excellent.
Whatever you want. And so I pick a bunch of stuff. Oh, and then I text Chip and Crumb because I forgot because Ariana's an idiot. And I say, hey, do you have a pair of roller skates floating by?
Oh my god, yes.
Do you know where I can buy roller skates? ? And I send just a foot pic of my empty foot, and I'm like, for this size shoe? And I don't think we've ever said it on stream, but I want Heelys on Heelys.
So a little message comes up,
understand.
and as you look, you just see a little picture. There is a big box full of mismatched rollerblades, roller skates, and other like literal Heely-style shoes. And you actually see a brand new pair kind of tucked in the corner of this box, similar to the one that you saw a kid go by earlier. These are hover Heelys. But all those in a box. You don't really know what sizes they are, but ultimately you can jam things in to get them to fit.
Yeah. I only need like my top toes that support my body on them.
Yeah.
Great. I'll swing by and pick those up. Please charge them to Mosaic, and I will see you guys later. Thank you.
You hear that from Peeps, Calm. And Peep looks and just goes, that's probably Spice again. We're never going to make that money back.
Cool. Do you need anything while we're here? It's just a basic pharmacy kind of thing.
No, I had my bag brought over with the med bay.
Okay, sounds good. All right, then we're gonna head on back. I got some furniture delivered for the dining room set that I'm talking about that you have to participate in.
Oh, good. I actually got a couch brought over with me as well, just because I figured you didn't really have anything, what with you blowing up all the furniture in the shuttle that we gave you in the first place.
Wow!
Just to start, and you guys can obviously get stuff. I have dibs in the corner seat though. Just I'm mostly bringing it so I have a place to sit.
Yeah, so I was thinking about your bunk situation, and you don't have to take my advice on it, but I was thinking the furthest, quietest bunk would be right here on the ship. And I don't think that's currently preoccupied by anything or anyone. So that might be a great place for you to settle in, and whatever you need moved there, I'm sure Shade would be happy to do heavy lifting for that.
You're talking about in the,
Whatever this is.
isn't that the med bay?
No, the med bay is this room.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the reverse.
Yeah, so this is
thing.
Gibbs bunk,
Yeah.
Echo bunk, dining room. This is where I want the dining room set to be because it would be over the secret compartment.
Sure,
This
okay.
is where I want to put Peep, and then this is the armory, and then this is Shade.
Okay.
So I want to put Peep as far away from us as possible, but like with the living space between us.
Because he's your boss, so you just want him
Correct.
as far as... Okay, great.
But he wants to be as far away from, like, it's both.
Okay, yeah, I'll check out what's there when I get there, and we'll
Yeah.
figure something out.
Cool.
But nobody smokes in there, right? I know Spice smokes, but you guys do something, I'm sure, for that.
The ship has great ventilation. The cockpit, there's a little bit of like synthetic leather or whatever in there. It's a little musty dusty, but I've really encouraged the use of ashtrays, and I think that they read my last memo because I printed it on pink paper.
Well, you brought some allergy pills, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll be okay.
Yeah, and if you need more, I'm sure the director would be happy to help.
Who?
Echo. I meant Echo.
Wow. Well, you're the medical officer, but maybe Echo knows something about allergies. That's odd, as they are an android, but
It's more like the wind in your hair sort of mentality.
they don't really have long hair either.
No, but they move really fast, so they're used to being accustomed to wind.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, let's go back to the ship then.
Yep, Chip and Crumbs, then the ship.
All right. So you guys head back to Chip and Crumbs, where you pick up your rollerblades. Mark off 50 credits for these hover heelys.
Deal.
They keep your speed exactly the same. They lower your charisma by 1 point. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So no
That'd be
problem.
funny, though.
Yeah. You
Not
have your
funny.
heelys. You make your way back to the ship. For everybody else, anything else that people
Yeah,
want to
I want to
pick
do
up?
my shopping really super quick. I want to pick up the glamour upgrade.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go to Greylocks.
Okay. And so, without too much trouble,
Yeah. And then after this, I want to go back to the fusion place or
sure.
whatever place
Play as
that I can get
Players.
resistant hide and thermal platings.
William, the fusion expert, only Echo knows where
Apparently,
he is.
BFFs. He orders DoorDash so many times a week. That Echo is
Yeah,
like,
that's why.
Okay. So the glamour projector
Yep.
will run you 1,500 credits. That's 1,500 credits.
Okay, I'll get that.
No problem. So that does take 1 slot on light or heavy armor.
And I have 0 with the thing, but my ability of being a armor storm gives me +1.
There you go.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna run over back to the weapon fusion or the fusion place, augmentation place.
Sure.
And I want to get some thermal plating and some resistant hide. Specifically, thermal plating for bludgeoning damage.
So they have the dermal plating.
Okay.
And the guy would tell you, yeah, that's no problem. The hide, they do not have.
Okay. Can I get I want Mark III, but I don't think I have enough money. Can I sell stuff?
Yeah.
I have a bunch of stuff I can sell. I would like to sell my hand fist blade,
Okay.
my and I would like to sell my old armor,
Okay.
and I would like to sell. I think that's it. Yeah, that's all I can sell.
So with that, you're looking at probably about 1,000 credits back.
Okay. That puts me basically the same.
Free.
Okay, and then I guess I'm gonna get a Mark II bludgeoning damage dermoplating.
Okay. You can add that to your inventory, package it up nice and ready for a super advanced surgeon to implement into you, and you have one on hand.
Yep.
I assume that's you.
I think with the surgical kit, it gives me like a +2 medicine or something. But I have a really high medicine check. But also, you would know that Gibbs has probably never done it before.
Do they have a surgeon that I can have them do it there?
You asking him?
Yeah.
We're a store. We don't sell like surgery.
There's nothing on the ship that, the mall that does that.
I mean, the dentist, you might be
okay.
able to get some dental implants, but not really. It's a mall.
Okay. And then my last question is just out of character. This like spy drone we got, does it have a directional microphone in it?
The spy drone that you have is an omnidirectional microphone.
Okay. Okay.
Omnidirectional. That
Yeah.
sounds super fancy.
It's on the bottom, and so it picks up sound underneath it in like a cone. Directional would be like what we were using. So very narrow focus.
Oh, so it doesn't have like a shotgun kind of one?
No.
Okay, yeah, I think I want to buy one of those. Where can I get one of those?
Like a shotgun mic?
Yeah.
No problem. For that, you're looking at probably like 500 credits for a good shotgun mic. But you could find that at Chip and Crumbs. Yeah.
Okay, and I think that's it. That's all I want.
There you go. Mark off the credits. Add that to your inventory.
Cool.
So much shopping that needs to be done. You can go.
Becca?
You haven't gone in a minute if you had something else you were going for.
I do,
Yeah,
but
you
I don't. Okay. So Spice is gonna revisit the jewelry store that she went to buy the first ring
So,
that she got.
okay.
So she's gonna walk in there and be like, Hans, good to see you. I'm back.
Let me pull up this place. Da. Where did you go to get that done?
Technically, I wasn't here, but it was while they were shopping.
Oh, so we might not have ever met the shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was one of the days I had COVID.
I
so
see.
It was.
Well,
I remember when you got this ring.
Yes.
Never mind. Give me a moment. Okay.
So it might not even been an in-game thing.
It wasn't in game. Yeah, right. I remember you asked me that you
Yeah.
were going to pick that up for a reason. Okay, give me a moment. That is... That is a sort of all-purpose shop that is called the Dark Nebula. So no problem going into this black-lit store. All kinds of things catch your eye, just glowing from the walls, the ceilings, the floors. But no problem. You enter.
She goes up, she's like, I have some jewelry I'd like to see, Hans. Or, is it Hans? I don't know.
Sure.
Now it is.
Can you show me all the rings that you have?
Of course. He pulls out this huge, wide black case and opens it up, and you can see just dozens of different rings glimmering from within. With the black light, some of the gems emit this iridescence that seems to almost like tiny lasers that spark off and then kind of peter at a distance. Very pretty. Something in particular you're looking for?
I'm looking for... She, shows you the ring that she got the first time. I'm looking for something like this. Do you have another one?
That is our finest item. We haven't had anything come in near that nice.
Hans! That's so terrible. I hate to hear that.
Me too. But if anything comes in, do you have some contact information I could get in touch with?
Of course, babe. And she, taps her comm to yours.
Okay. Beep. You kind of pass her information over.
You have to tell me first, though.
I will.
Okay. And she, winks and leaves. 'Cause she doesn't have what I need.
No problem. So you now have an in with somebody looking for something for you.
Echo was hoping to go to that defense store you mentioned.
Degrade defense.
Degrade defense.
Joe, I meant to say laser microphone. Can I just change that out?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. My apologies.
That's about 250 credits.
270. It's 2,725.
For the laser one?
Yeah, it's real expensive.
2,500, I thought.
If you want to give it to me cheaper, I'll take it.
Yeah, mark it down for that.
Nice.
Electronics, general electronics in the mall should be a little bit cheaper. Fashion, things that you really shouldn't be buying in the mall, a little bit more expensive.
Cool. All right, that's all I
What
want.
are these flip-flops ran me 50 credits?
Yeah, this thing can go through walls. That's what I wanted.
Yeah. Okay, so, Echo, you were looking for...
Degrade defense also sells weapons, right? It's not just armor.
So next door, there are actually two different shops, and they are next door to each other. There is Degrade Defensive Solutions for armor, and then the Equity Mandate Market, which nobody's been to yet for weapons.
That one.
So you walk into Equity Mandate. This is run, you can see behind the counter, a 2-foot-tall, purple-skinned female space gnome. This is Isadora Vifeus. And you can see the hair cropped into really short curls, dyed dark blue, which contrasts really strongly with the purple skin. Well, you can see a little black near the roots. But she stands behind this bulletproof, laser-proof glass window. You can see there is a weapons rack about 10 inches behind her that goes up to the ceiling and down to the floor. There's a little slot underneath the glass where she could potentially slide things. But you can see she turns this metal grate so it's shifted open. What do you want?
Hello. I am hoping to find a new grip for my weapon. I've heard that you might potentially be able to help me out.
Oh yeah, no, almost definitely we can help you out. What do you want though? What kind of grip?
I've heard that you might have some folding grips, things that I can use to make my weapon a little bit smaller.
Is this a long arm?
Oh, no, just a small tactical.
Yeah, we can help you out with that. What else are you looking for?
Well, I have this, and they pull out the what's it called? The microfusion rifle,
Okay.
and they just set it on the counter.
Oh.
Would you be interested in this?
He kind of, or she kind of goes, may I?
Of course.
Takes it into her hands. Wow, this is a real antique. This is a Vesk war rifle.
I have been told it is something of that make.
I'll trade you for the grip.
Is there or perhaps maybe a little bit of store credit that I could get as well.
Make a diplomacy check.
Store credit, love that.
That's fine. I'm just looking up the numbers.
Yeah.
You know, that +0 that I have to, it's a 4.
+0. Oh, oop.
I'm an android.
I feel like it's just a good straight swap, you know?
Echo's a little disappointed. They're just like, okay, I suppose that is fair.
Great. And you can see very excited as is known for this deal. Passes over this folding grip and takes a microfusion rifle as payment. No problem. You can see these little eyes look at it, and she just kind of holds it and goes, "Oh, this is so good for the collection." Okay. Gently places it down on this little side table. Is there anything else I can get you?
No, I suppose I'll just leave now.
Can I calm you? Just because we're running low on time and I want armor, and I don't feel like we need to roleplay that.
Sure.
Can you get? So I'll take it out of my credit stakes and send it to you. A D suit for armor, D suit 1.
You absolutely can get a D suit 1.
Okay.
Sold there.
I feel like I should know what I want, but I don't, so I'm...
I've
You
just
think
been
that-
looking at this D suit. It was offered to me before, and then I regretted not getting it, and now I'm like, it's
Oh, but you get the
time.
sniper though.
I do have a sniper, yeah. But what does that have to do with armor?
Oh, didn't you get that in lieu of the suit?
No, it was offered, and then I declined it like
okay.
a stupid fucking idiot.
Okay.
Because
Now you
it
get
was
to
way
pay for it.
cheaper. But whatever.
So now you get to pay for it.
Yeah, now I get to pay literally twice. So
Pulling a shade, I'm gonna drag people along for my very last errand and get ship supplies.
Sure.
So like food, and we buy a little bit more than meat pucks, like cooking utensils and the popcorn flavoring.
I would
and-
say, given that you were at Chip and Crumbs,
Yeah.
they could certainly supply that kind of stuff for you at a much better price.
Cool.
So no problem.
Then I get like ship supplies and like think about what shade would want me to get and like get that.
Okay.
And it's boring and I don't like it, but I ask it to be delivered to the ship so I don't have to. Ooh, I can tote it around.
You can.
Ooh, I tote it around in my little tote machine.
And like towards the end of your shopping trip, Peep is like looking at this machine, and you can tell he would like very much like to not be walking.
Peep, would you like to ride on it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you think I should, I will.
I do.
Okay.
You're looking a little peakish.
Yeah. I'm really tired.
Yeah, there's plenty of cardboard.
He's like already climbing up on top. He was just waiting for you to invite him.
Yes!
So you can see he just sits on the top, and as you are all waiting, you see Peep's head and shoulders above everybody, this tiny little Yosoki just wheeling slowly through the crowd. Little Stuart little ears kind of just flapping in the breeze. All of you, over the course of your shopping trip, eventually find your way back to the hangar that you left your ship at.
Zoop, zoop.
As the door opens, you can see Peep's mouth drops a little bit, and he goes, "You put a dog on the ship?"
It's in Mosaic colors, though. That's what you requested.
Yeah, but not with... It's a corgi.
It's our corgi. It's Mosaic Team 5's corgi that you'll get to meet. His name is Squeaks. I don't particularly like him, but we used our only camouflaging drone on this outfit for the ship.
He turns and looks at it. It's like somebody took a picture of a picture.
It's a little grainy, but it does actually wear the goggles, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I guess. All right, let's just get on the ship and let's...
Unload, yeah. Ooh, I'm excited to see this med bay that you got delivered here. Ooh, and I've got other packages from not IKEA.
Not IKEA.
I don't remember the name of it.
It was, I think, construction.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm never gonna remember it.
Brought out onto your little space and set up in there. If you want to add, I got a little partition for you.
Ooh, look at that.
Med bay and Mosaic colors. Got a little stool for Gibbs. And then I haven't painted it yet, but a little couch for Peep.
Is it an adjustable stool? I imagine
It
Gibbs.
is, yeah. You can ratchet it up and
I
down.
imagine Gibbs
absolutely.
plays with that a lot.
Yeah, of course.
That's so cute.
You know it?
swivel
Oh, I
stool.
told you I was gonna buy furniture. was like, did you
Yeah.
let's go back?
I did, yes. I have much more, but you guys didn't buy a lot, so I don't have a carpet. You begin to load things in with the help of Shade, with the help of your newfound 6-wheeled companion.
Yes.
You're able to drag everything up.
I was probably there like way earlier and didn't see anyone, so I probably just walked around the hangar. I maybe found a ship that said "Wash Me" on it,
And I just took out my clean and I just started wiping it down.
So, like 3 ships back,
Yeah.
you actually see below all the landing gears Bubs' legs as he's just like moving around somebody else's ship. You can see like you hear in like the background. You know that he's probably cleaning it.
Yeah, that's probably where I am. I'm just waiting for people to correct my behavior.
Vice doesn't.
Hello, I'm home. I'm loading onto this ship.
You guys unload massive amounts of furniture, ammunition. All of you kind of take your bags and your belongings, which have been left at the doorstep of this ship, up into your individualized bunks and your different places.
I give Peep a tour.
You can see
Welcome to our dirty ass ship.
It's not dirty ass. Only the dirty ass part is the bathrooms in my bunk.
And as you're like walking by the bathroom, the door opens. Oh! You see Squeaky kind of take a couple steps out, little goggles up, little piece of toilet paper attached to his right paw. Kind of looks up, and you can see Peep, a little taller than this dog, kind of looks at it and looks at all of you and just goes, "This is going to be such a long trip."
Oh no, she like slaps his bag. It'll be great.
Oh, my bones.
Don't do that.
And because it is 9:15, this is where we're going to end for the evening before departing for Aura's Bay. So, if any of you can think of last-minute things that you want to buy, let me know, and we can facilitate that. But for the moment, we're going to end for the evening. Thank you for hanging out with us for this session of Mosaic Team 5, the shopping special. And tune in next week when we head off to Aura's Bay. Tomorrow, if you want to join us for a little bit more role-playing, you can do so with a very special one-shot run by Kara. Is anybody signing us off, or can I do it?
All you, send it.
So thank you so much for hanging out with us this week. We will be back next week and tomorrow with this very special one-shot.
Oh, just kidding. Gunty, Matt redeemed it for Kara.
Oh!
Hope you tune in tomorrow when we'll be seeking chills, thrills, and fallen rocks from the stars.
Ooh.
Here we go. See you tomorrow.